Trigger warning. The following content may discuss sensitive topics such as mental health, abuse, violence. Please proceed with caution and take care of yourself. If you feel uncomfortable, it's okay to step away.
You didn't get one in there.
Yeah, well, she doesn't seem to like me for some reason. Do you know what I mean? And that's fair. That's fair enough. She don't have to like me. I've got
It
people
might
to
be
sign the
because somebody's
petition.
been in her ear, Angie.
Oh, I don't care. I'm not really interested. But however, as long as people sign the petition, that's the main thing at the end of the day. You've got to remember that the woman has lost a child, but I don't know why there was money involved. I don't know.
She's trying to set a podcast.
It started off with Hayley. Hayley got information. Excuse me. Hayley got information from somebody, or I don't know who. I think the mother, that the child was actually called Ollie. Wanted to go by that name, and apparently all the kids' school stuff and doctors and everything is, and Facebook is all Ollie. So they questioned.
Yeah, but however, if she's not illegally changed her name, then her name is
exactly
Willow.
Oh no, I'm just. Exactly, and because this is Alex and Hayley are in the boxes over there saying that they have other information on the mother that they're not going to bring to the app. But they did bring it to the app, the thing about the transgender child, and then that's when she jumped in the box and she was talking to Pearl. But they found out that she had a GoFundMe up, so she wants to start a podcast.
She has free though.
No, they've been took down. She hasn't even got bank details to one of them, Ziana. But nobody's listening to her. This is the problem.
Yeah, she originally had a GoFundMe up, I think, when her daughter passed away, and it was to help with the funeral costs, which is understandable.
I think her mother-in-law did
somebody
that.
said
Mother-in-law.
Was it? I don't know. She didn't.
The thing is, well, you got to remember, guys, this is on Hayley. She ran this because she wanted to make out she was this martyr. I couldn't understand why they were in there, because you cannot do a petition and have bullies represent you in this petition.
I know what you're saying, but it's not about them. It's about this lady, and I think that she needs somewhere to go so she can talk.
They're all sitting there saying poor, to a child that's, been, but now you can't go from poor, oh my God, she's lost a child, to now.
They've all jumped on her. Michelle didn't
exactly.
even listen. Michelle went in there. She didn't even listen to her. She just dived straight on her.
We warned the woman. We warned her.
I like MT, but he was asking, he was like, why didn't you tell us that your child had a different name, and we were entitled to know this. You're not, no, like I don't see why the correlation there. So she will just want to set up a podcast to help other parents in her situation, which is fair. But I don't. Now she's saying she needs a whole room, and that's why she opened up to 3,000.
I think what's bothering me is this woman still has lost a child, right? And now they all had that sympathy not so long yesterday, and now they've gone from that to ripping the woman apart without actually sitting there and listening, listening, and actually letting her speak instead of all jumping on the woman. Because I still don't know what's happening, because obviously in Pearl's life they didn't let her speak. But however, if you're going to keep going into these kind of platforms, this is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
I think the scam thing came from because she raised it from 3,000 to 10,000, and she said that was because they want more equipment or more expensive equipment.
Yeah, but you know what, Susie? She also said she will show where all the money's gone. She'll prove where all the money's gone.
Oh yeah, I'm not on anybody's side here. I'm just saying what I heard. But no, I totally she did say that. She did. She said that any money left over.
The money that Michelle gave her has been halved because TikTok took it, and she was trying to tell them that, and they wouldn't have it. They're like, on her.
She wasn't. It was really horrible to see, and her poor husband, like or is that her partner? Like you could see how distressed he was. It was awful to watch.
I think she needs somewhere to talk.
She does.
Sorry.
Probably does.
Yeah, but she's got her own platform, hasn't she?
Can I just say the thing that's wrong is that Alex and Hayley started up the live, and the thing they were going on about the most was that the child wasn't transitioned, but at that time wanted to be called Ollie. And that's why it must all be a scam.
That's none of their business. If someone decided to call the child Willow and not Ollie, that's none of your business. Because the child hasn't legally changed their name.
Exactly.
So they might go and call them Willow because that's legally their name.
Yeah, they're trying to say that were a red flag and this, that, and the other, but they spoke to the mother to choose. And then they're saying, oh, well, there's all sorts more and this, that, and the other. It's a child where it was the beginning of a transition. Children change their mind. I know the children, apparently on the child's Facebook, she was like, nobody accepts me, this, that, and the other, nobody accepts me as I am. But the mum said, look, we did call him Holly, or her Holly, or him Holly, sorry. But it was at the beginning, and by law, it still has to be Willow's law.
Yeah.
Because it was Willow that died.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she didn't want a full transition. She told her mum that in the conversation she had.
And for them to say that's a red flag and that...
And I'm sorry, as a child, you don't know what you want. So the mother's probably thinking they're just going for a phrase. You know, they could change their mind at 15, 16, 17. Some parents don't even accept it. They're not being horrible, but they don't, you know. And, you know, especially at that age, 14, 15, how do you know what that child really wants? So why are they going to go with Ollie when their legal name is Willow?
Yeah, that's none of our business. All we can ask about is if we've donated, all we can ask about is where's the money going. We can't say, well, you need to... And in Pearl's comments, they were just writing, him, don't you mean him, Ollie?
Wow.
Call him Ollie,
that's disgusting. It's disgusting.
Horrible.
Because I'm sorry, if I had a child, right, and they was wanting to, you know, they were wanting to transition at 14, I'll be still calling them their real name because they're a child, for God's sake. You are a child, you may feel differently when you're 18, 19, 20, and you can make that decision when you're older. You know,
it's not actually even about that, Angie. It's about the fact that she's had to call her Willow because it's illegal.
Yeah,
and she had the discussion with the daughter, which has got nothing to do with anybody else. And the daughter says she didn't want a full transition, but this is how she felt, and it's got absolutely nothing to do with anybody. She had the discussion with the daughter.
But Leanne, someone just said respect the child, you know, because of the mental health. But however, the child's not here anymore, so legally their name is still Willow.
Exactly.
The mother was respecting it.
Willow's law, not Ollie's law, because that's not the person's real name.
She might have changed her mind. Who knows?
Exactly. So, they weren't it's probably something, it could have been a phase they were going through. We don't know. Maybe they were going through a phase that could be at the age of 18 decide, no, this is not what I want.
Anyway.
You can't, a child cannot make that decision at 14, 15.
No. But that's nothing to do, where Willow's concerned, that's nothing to do with us. That's a private family matter.
Exactly. It's just and she said the Observer had said, that she was going to donate some stuff. She went, the Observer's involved. But because people are saying, oh, well, we offered you a camping holiday or an holiday somewhere and you didn't want it or something. So what, she might not have wanted to stay in a caravan for a week, you know, with a family.
I think it's really disgusting because what they've caused now is a lot of the hate and the comments. They're saying it's a him. They're saying it's a him, right, Ollie? It's a him. It's a him.
It's a him.
And unfortunately, the child isn't here anymore. And unfortunately, you know, these creators are like the biggest trolls, aren't they?
Saying to the mother, call him Holly, call him Ollie, call him him, you mean he. And I thought, you horrible.
No, I'm sorry. That's none of your business. That's none of their business. That's their child, not your child, Hayley, not your child, Michelle. That's their child. Right, exactly. The child unfortunately has passed away. Legally, their name is still Willow, so it'll be Willow's law, not Ollie's law, okay? Because that child does not know what they want at the age of 14. You know, they could be like, well, let's see when they're 18, 20, if that's still what they want to do and transition or whatever.
Yeah, that's not the point of the story.
You are talking about a child.
That's not the point of the story, Annie.
But thanks for letting me up.
They're horrible. They're all there trying to help her, and then they got.
See you smile. Bye, Diana.
Pack of wolves.
I don't know about the, you know, like I said, I don't know. You right, Ziana? She's there. I don't know about the, you know, the rest of it, the money side. That I don't know about.
Just wants a podcast. She wants to do a podcast for her daughter, so she's taken serious. There's nothing wrong in that, and if people want to give to it, they can. They're like a pack of wolves. It was disgusting in that live.
Yeah.
Was that clever Pat that said,
sorry.
Do you want me to drop you?
Please, love.
Bye.
Angela, really, what really is what the bitch slap that name, for God's sake? Really, what? She doesn't need 10 grand for it. But has she even actually explained what she needs the 10 grand for?
Nobody's let her. And she says anything left over, it'll go to other charities. And she said she will show everywhere all the money's gone.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So the thing is, right, as I've always said, no one should donate to GoFundMe's and PPs on TikTok. If you want to gift that, Michelle gifted, that's on her. Stop crying like a baby, get over it. You decided to do that, right? So that's on her. But if she's going to show receipts, well, we don't know. Maybe she will show receipts. I don't know how much is a podcast. We don't know what she wants
been offered a load of equipment, but you don't know what's going through her head. She might have her own plans for things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, we don't know, do we? She was offered.
No.
Let's see what this Hayley comment, this vile individual, has to say.
See, it's been raised to 10,000. Where's that going? Because they thought that she was going to say, "Oh, I want to go out and I want to venture. I want to go and push."
I just think it's the way it's been done. Because at the end of the day, she just always lost a child, and I just think the way it's been done. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to all jump on one woman that's lost a child. You can deal with this in a maybe more of a do you know what I mean? Be a little bit sensitive.
They were sort of okay, Angie. It's that Michelle come in and just jumped straight on her. It was horrible.
Joe Rogan, podcasts are dead. TikTok is way more bigger than any podcast on this.
No, I don't agree with you, Alex. Not one bit.
You can push it out on this app.
TikTok's dead, Doc.
It'll be way bigger than any other fucking social media.
TikTok is not bigger than YouTube.
No way.
TikTok is no bigger than Facebook. Facebook is probably the biggest one. I don't even think TikTok's bigger than Instagram. It's actually number 7, TikTok. It's actually not a huge platform. I mean, it's a popular platform, but it's actually, if you go and have a look at
you can't.
Yeah.
You need a microphone. You need like a soundboard. It's a proper setup. Like, I just think this is completely wrong. And then for Michelle, I like Michelle, but the way she just came in and just shouting without even knowing the full story. I get she's angry because this has happened before. But I'm not being funny. Michelle, stop giving people your money. Okay, you can support.
No,
you don't need to give people your money.
I'm glad she gifted. It's her own.
Are we just gonna?
We have no
Hiya,
sympathy.
Ange.
That's on you. Hello.
Hiya, Ange. Love your faces. I'm not really buying it. Right, my head's not in the space I'd like it to be for this conversation right now because I had lost my dog last night. But
I'm sorry.
I just caught the end of it and it's just absorbed me. But I'm fucking sick. I'm absolutely repulsed that a woman could see people in such a way at such a depth level using a child for cash monies is twisted.
Well, we don't know that she used her child.
She hasn't used her child. What are you on about?
What?
What are you on about?
What are you on about?
You just said she's
she's drunk. Get her off.
Yeah, no, come on. Hello, KJ.
Hey up, darling, you alright?
Yeah, I'm good. You're right.
Yeah, I had to jump in on this because that Michelle, you should have heard the way she spoke to that Courtney. It was disgusting.
It was, yeah.
It was.
I've got the video. Shall I play them?
Yeah, play the video. She's just a big bareback. She needs a good old slap.
There's been a lot of different kind of excuses given, but I could never, ever go live about Brianna Jai and even tell you guys what her dead name was because it's so disrespectful and horrific. Then tonight we've been told that actually the £10,000 is for a Twitch, is it called Twitch, Alex, the gaming studio?
My gaming studio, Twitch, yeah.
Twitch is going to be used for a gaming studio for Tommy. There's a lot more, and you know what I mean. And
so she was told. This is where she's so vague. She was told it's going to be a gaming studio, but who told her?
And also, Twitch is not a gaming platform. Yes, it's mainly used for gaming, but you can use it like any other platform. You can use it for podcasts. You can use it for multiple things. And who is this big creator?
The question is, who told Hayley she's using
exactly, Ange.
You know what's happened? Her and Alex have probably had a FaceTime, had a bit of a play, and come up with some kind of bullshit.
I'm thinking that as well, you know.
Yeah, I am. Definitely.
The child has, you know, passed away and stuff like that. So no one will ever question or even argue that, right? But that's not the point here. The point is, there's a lot of people, it's come up to Christmas, right? People that I know of have said, you know what, I can't afford to donate money, but I'm donating money for the cause.
Right, so what it basically is, the girl that passed away was trans, so her real name was Ollie.
Her real name was not Ollie, right? Because she was 14. 15. She's not Ollie. It was Willow. Because she's a child. She cannot transition as a child by law.
And she also had autism, so maybe that's why she was a bit.
Listen, no, she had not legally changed her name, Ollie Willow. Her legal name was Willow. Willow. Okay, maybe you can change certain things about you, but her name was Willow. She hadn't legally changed her name to Ollie. So why would you call someone Ollie?
She didn't change her name. Her name's Willow. She just liked to be called Ollie.
So why would it be called Ollie's cause, or what would be? It would be Willow's cause, wouldn't it?
I know somebody called Andrew, but likes to be called Mark.
Hold on a minute, my Jade. Is this Willow's mum we're talking about? Yeah. Oh my God. I've never told you to up anything. I mean, I'll say that now.
Was this the woman with the purple hair who everyone's like, was the other day getting the thing signed so you could get 200,000 signatures?
Counts with name of Ollie.
Is that it?
Oh my God. It was Ollie. So I feel like every time I'm talking about this case, I'm disrespecting and I'm adding to a bullying situation, and I'm not doing anything that's making me proud. I'm absolutely devastated, like every single day.
Shut up, Hayley.
I just came live to say that I myself and Alex as well is going to step away from Courtney and the Willow's Law petition.
Because
Yeah. Mum, I don't know how to set it up. No, I don't. No, I don't know how to do it.
We've done as much as we can, but I also can't.
I don't know what a username is.
Something where I may be doing more damage to the memory of a child than I'm adding to the situation.
God.
The thing is, people need to understand, as a live host and
Oh my goodness, Wesley. What? Mum, you do it every time because I've been on here all day. No, Mum, what?
You know, if I was Courtney, I'd go off my fucking head.
I would go round to Hayley's house. That's what I would do.
I'd go absolutely off my head.
Hayley always gets her nose in topics like this. She loves getting her oar in topics like this. She does.
But she gets everything wrong. She
does, and that's what pisses me off.
Idiot.
Do you know what they're doing as well? They're making out that her mum didn't give her proper rights. That's what they're making out. The child's deceased, and they're trying to make out now that she hadn't parented her properly by not giving her the name Ollie.
And I'm not being funny. If I were the parent, that child is called Willow. I gave birth to Willow. Okay, don't come here telling me I need to call her anything else.
Hungry guy. That's not the problem. She was all right, but legally they've got to use Willow because they didn't change her name by default. Legally, her name is Willow.
She was only 14 as well.
She understood that her daughter wanted to be somebody different, but she didn't want to go through all the transition. They had a talk about it. She's been a perfectly good parent. They're now trying to make out, that Ailey's now trying to make out that her mum didn't give her rights. What the fuck? I tell you, this fucking TikTok's vile.
Let me see if we get that TV. What's it, guys?
Who that Ailey thinks she fucking is, I really don't.
She'll get calmer. She will definitely get it.
Come off it. Do you know what? I'm absolutely fuming. I really am. I'm fuming. It's a real life fucking scenario, you know what I mean? It's not a story been made up. It's real life. She's lost a daughter. Fucking hell.
Where's Sunshine
She's
gone?
dropped.
Oh,
Angie, come back.
I think she just needed to call off Sunshine, and rightfully so.
come on, Ziana, entertain us.
Should we let Jeepers Creepers up? He keeps asking for the box.
Yeah, see what the callers say.
Hey, I'm a she. Don't worry. I was going to say, right, so this mum has come on this platform to raise awareness on bullying, and the way everyone's going to help with that is then to turn it around and bully the mum.
Exactly.
They've lost their child for... Well, I won't say the words. They've lost their child. Like, I can't even imagine what they're going through. If that mum wants a top-of-the-range podcast and that's what's getting her through the day, thinking of how she's going to help and raise awareness, so what? Like, so what? Plenty of people scam on this app. The mum is grieving. Like, to see that, honestly, I've got children myself, and I was in tears with that, what they did to her.
Yeah, it's not like she's going to get the podcast and give up on what her aim is to get the
exactly.
Her aim is to put the word out there, and the only way she can do it, like you say, she wants all her own gear. She wants a good setup. She probably wants to video it as well and put it on YouTube and TikTok and everything. So she has to probably get a room and decorate it, and there's a lot what goes into creating.
It's not even that. The Observer offered to lend her gear. That means she would have to give it back. But what if she doesn't want to give it back?
And
she wants her own gear.
She's going to spend a whole 10k on a podcast. It was that the GoFundMe had gone up to 10k, so she let it carry on going and people putting into the GoFundMe. But she's now put the GoFundMe back down.
A good microphone can cost anywhere from £300 upwards.
Yeah.
So,
I'll be honest, I don't even if the money was, she spent some of it, I don't know if she's got other children or just to make her day a bit brighter. Like,
I think if you donate money, you should just donate it and that's it. You don't need to have receipts and everything on what you spend. No, you donate it for like whatever reason. That's it. You've donated it. That's it. End of story.
it's called donating and gifting for a reason. No one forces you to do anything. You need to do it within your own means. If you can afford to gift, donate, do it.
Yeah, if you can't, you do it. But once you gift that money, it is no longer yours. Once you send gifts on here and people complain about gifting people. I'm sorry, but it's not people's fault once you've gifted that money.
And I'm not being funny, them talking about pulling at heartstrings. All creators pull at our heartstrings. How many times have they said, oh, I need help with this, I need help with that, or whatever the reason may be? Like, what's the difference?
Yeah, exactly the same. Oh, I can't believe it. And Michelle, she's done this every single time this has happened. How many unis did it give you the other day? What the fuck?
Hello, Torian.
Hi guys, do you know what? Yeah, I agree but disagree with you guys. I'm not gonna lie. Only because
can we have the disagree when Ange gets back then, and can you just do the agree while Angie's in here?
Is she flapping her flaps again?
No, she's dealing with the mother.
Oh, is it? Because she's been on it all day, guys. From morning, she has been so HORNY. Oh my god, she wanted to know how they tuck it. Fuck's sake, honestly.
I wonder how to do it though, really.
Good bit of duct tape.
No, we're not about to have that conversation again. No way. No fucking way. I'm leaving. I swear down. I don't want to get tuck or elastic band or gym. What was the other thing they said? Gym bells or something?
Apparently they do use sanitary pads for pads.
Yeah, that's to disguise the bulge.
Oh, right.
The fuck?
Yeah. So it looks straight and flat instead of bumpy.
Anyways, guys, I'm not involved.
Yeah, I know.
Bloody hell. Like goddamn Netflix.
Ange Torian said she agrees with some, but not some. I said, can you wait for the disagree till Ange gets back, please?
So basically, hello, Auntie Angela. I have to call you Auntie Angela when I feel like you're going to message me and say you're not welcome on your platform anymore. So you're Auntie Angela today. Oh. But anyways, I agree and disagree. The thing I disagree with now, I understand if you donate and whatever, like it's coming from your heart. I get it, yeah? But you're donating, right? Well, when I've donated before, I'd like to say I donated based on because obviously I felt close to the cause, number one. And number two, because obviously the person or whatever is obviously genuine enough. And I feel like, do you know what? Like, I feel it, I hear it, and this is what I want to do. Now, when you donate and something comes, a bit of inconsistency comes out. Now, I don't think the woman's lied, and I've said this, I don't think she's a liar. I just don't think she's been clear with everything. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. And I'm saying in a sense of, so cool, her child was going through basically was going through transitioning.
Yeah.
Now, I understand as a parent, sometimes when they're young, you still like see them as the person you gave birth to and whatever, yeah? But I feel like that, for me, that part was very vital, because now that I'm hearing that, I'm thinking she's obviously been bullied because of that. Do you get what I'm saying? Am I with you? Are you not with me here?
Yeah, but we don't know that, Torian, though.
I don't think that's any of our business.
Yeah, and we don't know that for sure. So.
No, it's not none, like the details and stuff is definitely not our business, but because Jeepers Creepers, the whole thing is about bullying. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I know she's not said that or whatever, but at the same time, it is a thing to miss out if you're trying to do a cause for something and you're trying to get people to sign petitions and donate and whatever it is. Well, I know what I'm saying. I know it might not sound clear, yeah, but if you know, you know.
I get you. I honestly, I do. I get you. I just think that's the parents' discretion. And
are you saying she was getting bullied because she was trans, or?
We don't
I'm saying
know. We don't
fully,
know.
but I'm saying that could be one of the reasons as to why she was being bullied.
Possibly.
Yeah, but
and then also on like her school books and stuff like that, her name, his name was Ollie. So I don't.
But how do we know all this information though? That's what I don't understand. Where's it come from?
I think this is stuff that she said.
Oh right,
herself.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't. Yeah, bullying is bullying. I'm not saying
that.
But
however, like I said, legally her name's still Willow, so it's going to be Willow's law, isn't it? Not Ollie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
And what better way to advertise anti-bullying by bullying the parents on loads of big platforms?
If she didn't put the real name on the birth certificate, it'd probably be free.
Yeah, but the thing is,
I don't think they're bullying her.
Michelle went in screaming that she'd sent unis. That's but no one else. That's no one else's responsibility. She should do her some research. She sent it because of probably she lost a child. No other reason that she sent those unis. So why is she? What's her problem?
Do you know what it is?
Does she run? Can I ask you a question? Does she run a charity or something? Because that's what I was told. I don't know. If
I don't know what Michelle.
Sent 5 unis.
Hold on, I don't know what Michelle does.
I wasn't about business, but mental health.
In Michelle's defense, and if it wasn't Michelle, if it was you or anyone, I'm gonna say this is how I'm gonna feel about it. You see, when you are known as someone that does give back or whatever it is, yeah, and you gotta understand, Angela, there's a lot of people that have come on this app that we can agree and that have lied. People that have even come on your platform, my platform, and said whatever and has been a complete lie. So Michelle and probably me and others, not just Michelle, but people are probably gifted. So when that happens 2, 3, 4 times, you get to a point where you're just
involved in the Highlander as well, where she was gifting, and she kept saying,
"I don't know who Highlander is.
Don't let him get into Angie's platform." That's all it is for her.
I don't even know who Highlander is. I'll be real.
She wants to be this little martyr, this Michelle. Yeah, she did the same thing with the Highlander. There's always the same people involved, the same faces. Where it's here we go now. They're now saying it's a scam. Here we go again. It's always the same people.
But another thing, because Michelle was also saying that Michelle said it previously that no one share her these lies, like no one bring her these lies, because she has been fucked over before. So I think a lot of people were sharing it to her that day, and I feel like
why does she send her a uni? Why does she gift her?
I don't even know none of this.
She gifted her because she lost a child. Well, that's still the case. She still has lost a child, so that's why she gifted. So what's the issue? TikTok takes 70%, right? TikTok takes 70%. Michelle gifted because of what she's been going through with her child. That's still the case.
No, but I don't look. I don't know about all of that. But what I'm saying is, I just feel like it's that, like,
Yeah, but she gave it. Let me tell you why Michelle gave her several unis to be recognised, right? You don't send someone several unis knowing that TikTok are going to take 70% if you don't want people to see you do that. She done it to be the martyr. Look at Michelle. Big up Michelle. No, one sec. Let me finish. Big up Michelle. She sent several unis. That's why she did it, right? She lost a child, right? That's why she said she gifted her.
Wait, Angie, how do you wait?
She sent
Okay.
5. That's all.
No
But
one
wait,
else.
okay. But with all due respect, though, Angela,
Why didn't she put it in a
Michelle's
PP?
always.
Why
Wait,
didn't
one
she put it in
second.
a PP?
Okay.
Let me take one sec, Tori. Why
Go
did
on,
she
go
put
on,
it
go on.
in a bank or something like that? She didn't put it in a bank because she wanted everyone to see her send these unis. That's on Michelle.
Yeah, why didn't you put it towards the GoFundMe or something?
Yeah. Why did she have to send it? Because she wanted everyone to see
I'm
it.
saying to you guys, it was, remember, everyone got shared the live to sign the petition. There was no money involved. There was there was none of that involved. It was to sign the petition.
Yeah, and that's still the case. So what's Michelle crying about? She's crying about the unis she sent.
I'll be real, Angie. I feel like, all right, cool. I've seen Michelle gifts, I've seen, it comes up on your phone. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think that's the case. I generally just feel like, my opinion anyway, that it's annoying. Like, she's been fucked over a few times, and it gets to a point where, like,
At what point do you say is Michelle?
She goes around, she's got business head on her. She's got no business head on her. Because I always tell people, when there's do not gift, because there's always going to be someone with a sob story. I'm not saying this is a sob story because we know this is true. It's in the papers, right? There's always going to be someone that's going to really pull on your heartstrings. If you gift, that's on you. You gifted because she lost a child, not because of anything else, Michelle. That's why you gifted her. And you
after the 5 unis, the woman only would have got about £1,000 anyway.
That is £1,000 more than what she had, though. It could have been
I've seen her fly out 25 grand, so she weren't that bothered about what happened with the daughter, because she would have given more.
But you can't say that, guys. Come on. I know you lot can have your opinions on that, but I just feel like...
remember, there was no GoFundMe at that time. There was none of this. She gifted because the woman lost her child.
So I think there was a GoFundMe, but I don't think it was being advertised.
Well,
it was
if there was
petition.
a GoFundMe, why didn't Michelle put it in the GoFundMe instead of sitting there so everyone can see her send her uni after
uni? But Angela, she don't have to. If she wants to give, she can give.
Don't cry about it then. Don't cry about it.
No, but you got to understand...
Can you let people in the boxes?
Guys, come on, man.
Why is she crying about it then?
No, but because like I said, she's been effed. Like, I feel like we got to have some sort of.
But when is this woman going to learn? The Highlander, she was responsible for telling this person not to get into my box when we were questioning it. And guess what? That was a scam. She cried over that as well. And then there was another one. Yeah, that too. You know what I mean? When is she ever going to learn? If you gift on TikTok, 70% are going to go to TikTok, right? That's on you. And I don't care what anyone says, that's your problem.
But that's where she did take accountability, because she told everyone, no one share me these lives, no one get me involved with these donations, with these. She said it. So at some point she did take accountability, and she said, no one
she hasn't learned, has she? Because she's done it again.
Yeah, but sometimes when you go in like Angie, for instance, listen, let me
tell you one thing quickly, Tori. I don't gift no one with that's a charity. I don't gift anyone that's lost someone. I know that sounds harsh, but I don't. But however, if you've got a petition that's free, I'm going to get everyone to sign that. I will never go on my platform and say this person has a GoFundMe up, they've lost a child, they need da. That will be on you to decide whether you believe it or not, because it's TikTok. There's a lot of scammers. I'm not calling her a scammer, but there is. So when there's money involved, I never tell anyone to gift, but however, I tell them that's up to you. That will be on you. If you do gift, do your own research. Do you know what I mean? I just don't understand why she's crying about it.
Look, I just feel like sometimes some things hit nerves. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't know. Obviously, we're gonna have to agree to disagree.
That's understandable. How many people on here come on here touring about having a lost child or an illness with a child themselves? They pull on your heartstrings. I'm not saying this woman is doing it. I'm just talking in general. You know what I mean? They pull on your heartstrings. I always say when there's money involved, don't do it. As social media, if you want to gift to a child, there's many sick children out there. You don't have to be gifting on. I know it sounds harsh, but don't have to gift on social media because unfortunately there's too many scammers on it.
If anyone sent gifts, it's on their own back. No one was forced to send gifts in the first place. And if anyone did go in to actually read Willow's website, it's stated on there about the GoFundMe. It's stated on there about the petition. So the information was there from the very, very start. No one's arm was twisted to gift on TikTok and sending
but that's the point. It was a petition at first.
Yes, but Tori, all the information is there on the website. If anyone had just clicked on the website, the GoFundMe was there, the petition was there, and the story was there. it's people's own fault for not actually reading into it. All the information is there, but people need to give respect for this child that is no longer with us.
I just feel like that people could have gone around it in a different way, because at the end of the day, she still has lost a child. That's still the case. You know, I just felt like this woman is now being bullied. You know, but we did warn her, didn't we, guys? We did. But she feels like that's what's happening. Everyone's jumping on her. Didn't really let her kind of speak. You know, you've got to remember.
But no one said that she's a liar.
But
no one called her a liar.
Hayley was making it out.
That's passed away, who's 14 years old or 15. That's saying that her name is Ollie. Her name's Ollie.
But wait, no one called her a liar, Angela,
I said to her, and it's none of anyone's business what this girl's name is. This is down to the parents, right? That's the parents' business, not yours, whether it's a boy or girl. The child's gone.
Totally. You feel like if you get gifted that way, you've got to tell your whole life story to that person.
Nikki.
All your personal stuff to someone. You don't have to tell your personal stuff just for a gift. Like, you shouldn't have to, should you?
But at the end of the day, with the child being called Willow and wanting to obviously go through the transition to be Ollie, the child is legally still named Willow. It has nothing to do with anyone on this app. And Hayley and Alex should be ashamed of themselves by saying the woman came on and said,
I can't call them that person, but
they should be absolutely ashamed of themselves, because it's that woman's child at the end of the day.
It seems to have started with Hayley, bigging her up, getting all the creators involved, and now it's Hayley bringing her down with getting all the other creators involved. That's what it seems like.
That the young girl, God rest her soul, goes by both names. She goes by Willow and Ollie.
But on
her pictures and stuff, it's got Willow, and then it will have like a dash, and then it will say Ollie.
Yeah, but if you're going to register a death, it's Willow.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's her name legally.
Toria, what does that tell you? If there's a dash and Ollie, surely if she wanted to be called Ollie, she would have removed Willow. It's the fact that she says Willow.
For me now, seeing that is given that she went by both names.
Exactly. So how dare Hayley come here and say, I don't want to disrespect her memory and all of that by calling her Willow when she really wanted to be called Ollie.
That's
not the case.
That's the family.
Exactly.
That's her family. That's none of Hayley's business.
What
they decide to call a child that probably doesn't really know what they want to be at the age of 14. They could be, at 18 decide to change their mind. 14, she's a child, for God's sake.
But
whether the child wants to be called Willow or Ollie, it makes no difference. The child is no longer here, and everyone is on this app shouting about the child. It's absolutely disgusting. And half of them are mothers on here doing it too. Have a bit of respect for that mother. She's still grieving. This only happened last year. And if you want to know more about it, click on the website and read the whole story. It's on there. The petition's on there, the GoFund's on there, and the whole story's on there.
I think it's actually vile.
I'll be honest, I'll be honest, I'll be real, I didn't read the thing. I just got shared and, they told me to call and I will sign the petition. But
do you think that's half the problem
now, before, I wasn't calling her a liar. I don't think she's a liar. I just felt like things just wasn't consistent. But
someone's got an echo and it's really bad.
I'm not sure.
Torian, do you think that's down to people not doing their due diligence and reading it before?
Yeah, I'll be real. To me, my opinion, I didn't do my due diligence. I just literally heard awareness for bullying and someone lost their child.
The article. The article was out there.
I'll be honest with you, Nikki. So I'm gonna go read it myself. But I think now that I've just got that picture, I don't know. I don't know.
I think what we're all trying to say though, Torian, is that forget the GoFundMe for a second. She's still lost a child, but you're now disrespecting the family by saying it's Ollie, and even in the comments they're saying it's Ollie. But this is the family's business. It's nothing to do with you. The child is gone. Yeah, the child is gone, and that's sad. Yeah, the GoFundMe. If you want to speak on that, okay. But there's ways of dealing with it, man. But not all jumping on a mother that is still grieving over their child. That's not the way to go about it. You can maybe be a little bit sensitive to what she's going through.
But even, Angie, if the child wasn't sure whether she wanted to go by Willow or Ollie, at the end of the day, that was that mother's little girl, is Willow.
Yeah.
Regardless of what the child felt, and I know it went by Willow and Ollie, so it wasn't 100% down for transitioning anyway, because a child of that age can't make that decision. But that woman has lost her little girl. And on her death certificate, it says Willow. That's
no matter
the little
what,
girl.
a 14-year-old girl has lost her life, and this is how we're going to, respect her memory.
You know what? I reckon what they should have done and just said, listen, there's a GoFundMe. It's gone from 3 to 10K. You know, I don't know if it's up to you if you want to donate to it, guys. Do you know what I mean? And just said, well, the reason, there's a bit of a red flag behind it. Do you know what I mean? But however, I'm going to be sensitive about the situation because she still has lost a child. Maybe being a little bit, just how you say it. Do you know what I mean?
We have. So can I just say, with Hayley, she could have spoken to Courtney before coming on live. She didn't speak to Courtney. Courtney was what's going on? I don't know what's going on. She could have easily spoken to Courtney off live and then came on live. The fact that she just came on live. Hayley does all of this for clout. She literally goes at people. Oh. It's just
they run before they can walk, and that's the issue with them. If they had read into the stuff first, I mean, there's a newspaper article out there which is online. Any of you can go and find it. The website's there with all the details on it.
Can I just say also, so for them to say they're walking away from this woman, fair enough, okay, because of this GoFundMe. But however, I think that petition is still important, and that is still the case because I have read it in the article. That's still the case.
I just read it.
Very important, huh?
I just read the petition thing. I was on pause, but yeah, I still say I'm not going to take my signature
I read
away.
the article. It's in the newspaper.
I just think, it's mad.
Yeah, I mean, you can walk away. That's your decision. But, you let other people decide whether you want to still sign, which, in my opinion, is still a very important petition. And I was very mad about what was being saying about me, at first. And I thought, no, we've got to... And I did come on and have a rant. I'm not going to lie, put my hands up.
What was said about you?
I've got to put it to a side because this is an important petition. Huh?
What was said about you?
Oh, this woman was live and you had all the hate in everyone in the boxes. And I made a comment because I'm not going to lie. People thought the same. You're talking on bullying, a petition for bullying, but however, you got some of the bullies in the boxes, But then I was told to get out, and it wasn't even their platform. It was this lady's platform. So I decided to go on my live and just advertise this petition. I was spamming it in my comments.
Happens now, a prime example of how they are bullies. Look at what they've done.
But I've just received a message, Angie. I've just received a message.
I think they've bullied. I just think... Yeah, go on, sorry. Go on.
The one who you can't mention, their mod was the one that brought the GoFundMe to the person you can't mention. And Hayley and that person run with that GoFundMe, asking people to donate.
Right. So they were asking based on what the mod was saying?
Based on what his mod told him. And they ran telling people to donate into that live.
Wait, who's mod Nikki? Sorry, who are we talking about?
I can't say the name, Tori.
Yeah, I can't say the name. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, no, I know who you're talking about.
It was apparently the mod that brought it to his and her attention, Hayley and who we can't talk about, and they ran with it. The mother jumped in the box at the time and said it was for a podcast, and those two asked people to donate to that GoFundMe.
Right.
I've always said, you got to put do whatever you feel, do your research. I don't like GoFundMes or anything like that. I don't do charities, not on TikTok. I can do that off TikTok, but I don't trust it. Do you know what I mean? However, that's other people's, right to decide. Do you know what I mean? But the GoFundMe is completely different to what I'm talking about, with the loss of this child.
And in that live as well, everyone was saying the cult wasn't supporting Courtney. And Luke, the judge, had to say, actually, they are. And it was argued back and forth a few times.
But at the end of the day, when it comes to a GoFundMe, if you think about it, how many GoFundMe pages has been up and you have seen the target be like $5,000 and then all of a sudden it becomes 20 grand and 25 grand. I've seen many of them happen. It's a natural thing that people do.
Now, I think once you hit the target, GoFundMe put it up automatically anyway.
Yeah, because it's a business for them, and so they're going to take money from it. So she might be, maybe she's got a notification or something to say, look, do you want to close it down or continue on? And maybe she's just continued it on. Because GoFundMe will put it up themselves if you don't take action, because they're still getting their cut of money.
It, but the GoFundMe does do that, I was just telling him.
But how does anybody know that she was just going to do podcasts? Because we had a child who unalived themselves around by us. The mother was setting up GoFundMes, but she started a group called Megan's Foundation, which is to help
other children who were in crisis. But that was all set up by GoFundMe's. And now Megan Starr Foundation is a quite big foundation.
Mm-hmm.
And it was all in memory of the mother's daughter that unalived through bullying.
But the thing is, the mother did say any money that was spent would all be documented and shown, and any money left would go to charities.
Yeah.
And anyone that sent gifts on TikTok, that's off your own back. She didn't ask for gifts. I've watched the lives.
Why is Michelle saying she's been scammed, Angie? Is Michelle saying she's been scammed? Again?
I don't know what she's really saying. What
no, she's not saying she's not saying she's been scammed. Basically, obviously the woman, you know about the lady that was obviously doing the bullying awareness thing. It came out basically that there was a bit of inconsistencies in her story, for example, about her child being trans, the fact that it was the GoFundMe was at $3,000 and then it made the target and then it got changed to $10,000 and then it got changed to $4,000. So obviously people that did support the cause, i.e. Michelle, is obviously a bit upset.
Yeah.
But
that's exactly what she's saying.
I don't understand though, like if you're going to donate to like a cause, that doesn't give you the right to know all that information about somebody, like personal information. You know what I mean? You just
no, yeah, 100%.
That's it.
No, 100%. But do you know what it is? For me, my opinion, anyway, I feel like you see when it's a bullying thing, Gypsy Queen, yeah, and people are trying to bring awareness on Gypsy Queen. On Gypsy Queen on bullying. I feel like if the child was or is or whatever they decide to be, I feel like that does kind of play a big part, because I feel like if children did know that, we know how children can be. They can be very cruel. Do you know what I mean? But
on the plus side, you have to think of this woman. This poor woman is probably the only thing that's keeping her going. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's a griever mother, and this cause, like, for her to get up and donate and help like charities, this is keeping her going. Do you know what I mean? This is like, and then to attack her like that on the outside, I think it's terrible. Absolutely terrible.
It is. It's disgusting.
Yeah, that woman's got enough on her plate, like, you know what I mean? And to get up and have that courage to get up and help a charity is amazing.
Yeah,
never mind to get all that.
It's the irony of it all. It's about to stop people from getting bullied. And look at the live that was just happening there several minutes ago. It was absolutely disgusting. Grown adults bullying a woman who lost her daughter.
Exactly. Yeah, and I will be honest, I couldn't imagine as a parent, because most parents be out in a ball in bed at that time grieving. Do you know what I mean? And this woman's using all her strength she has to do this.
Her poor daughter's had to unalive herself through bullying. Her mother wants to make sure her death is for nothing.
Yeah.
She wants to make sure that her
I find this app, Nikki's, and it does that a lot though. Do you know, like, they think they have the right, if they help you, they think they have the right. Like, some of these disgusting creators on here is also think they have the right to go around poor homeless people or addicts or anybody and video them while they're helping them.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? That's
Gypsy Queen, it's about inflated egos. It's all about egos.
Hungry guy, that's what I do. Bigging them up, thinking that they're amazing for helping a homeless person. But in my eyes, you're the most disgusting and vilest person in the world, because you're degrading that poor homeless person. Do you know what I mean?
No, of course you are. If you're going to give...
The parents...
Do it with a good
guys,
heart.
The parents knew, by the way, and they used to say Willow or Ollie. Like, the GoFundMe, yeah, but the petition is good. Like, the bullying petition is good.
Yeah, and
everyone should still. I feel like everyone should still stick by that. I'm not gonna lie. I do feel like everyone should still keep their signatures, because it is a good cause at the end of the day, and it can help other families, other children, other adults that are going through it. You know, or will go through it. So, the GoFundMe, I get what you lot are saying, but I feel like the petition, guys, we should still spread awareness on it.
Yeah, and like Michelle, do not give money unless, like, you're 100% sure that you can afford it, and give it, and not cry about it afterwards. Do you know what I mean? You don't. That doesn't give you the right to know that person's business. Like, if you're going to give it, just give it.
Have a bit of respect for the mother. She brought her child onto the app. She named her child Willow. She introduced her child as Willow through the petition and through the GoFundMe. So have a bit of respect for that mother.
No, I hear what you lot are saying. But I think in her defense, like I said earlier, I think where she has given people and it's turned out to be a lie or a fake story or whatever, I think it might have just been a little breaking point for her. Do you know what I mean? So that's just, I just feel like we don't need to all, like, it's happened. Like, if we're all talking about bullying, I just feel like it should just all stop. We should all spread out the petition and just keep it stepping, man. I just feel like all this uproar and stuff, let's just leave it where it is and just bring awareness to the petition, because that's what we're taking away. We're taken away from the actual. Do you know what I'm saying, Johnny? Like, we're taken away from the actual fact. Later on, you lot can come back and whatever, but right now, let's just push this out, because we're sitting.
Yeah,
there's a lot of lives sitting.
People's forgetting the cause.
Yeah, like, exactly. There's a lot of lives sitting.
The petition definitely needs to keep growing. If people can even put the petition in the bios and stuff, it's the best thing to do is get that petition saying it could be your child next. Just think of that. I hope not. I hope no child next, but just think that way. Please sign that petition.
I just don't like the way they talk to the mother, because they didn't do the due diligence and check all of it to start with, because the GoFund's been up as long as the petition has been up. And down to them not doing their due diligence, they've actually ruined that mother tonight. The way they all went in on her, it was disgusting.
Like, that's exactly what
and we know creators have big influences.
Yeah.
They're not going to, unless these creators stop doing what they're doing now, it's not going to stop.
But listen, I'll even go in box. Like, I just feel like at the end of the day, yes, maybe there was inconsistency in what she's saying, whatever, we don't know. But at the same time, she is still grieving at the end of the day. I just feel like everyone should just stop talking about it, because it's just going to fuel up more conversations. This isn't a segment. Do you get what I'm saying, guys? It's not mix up. It's not
real
drama. Like, yeah, do you know what I mean? It's not like, do you know what I'm saying? It's not mix up between people. Content is actually someone's real life. So I just feel like everyone stop talking about it. Not stop talking about it, but talk about the awareness. Whatever you feel about people gifting, not gifting, let's just put a sock in it, man, and just carry on doing what you lot feel was right, and that is getting the awareness out there.
Yeah, but Tori, at the same time, there's no point gifting if you're going to make a big scenario about it at the end, because this is why people's talking about it, because Michelle has just made a big scenario about gifting.
No, but I don't think it was about gifting exactly. I think it's just about, obviously, people. Look, I done it. Like, do you know what I mean? It's a thing.
Listen to her on the video. She was talking about, like, she feels like she's been conned.
Yeah, because she obviously feels like there's been inconsistencies in what the lady has said, in it. Obviously, we're all going to agree to disagree. Everyone's going to have their own opinion about it. People are going to have their opinion about Michelle. People are whatever, in it. But I just feel like for now, let's just stick to what the cause is, man, honestly.
Whatever happened, a 14-year-old girl unalive due to bullying. So, like, if you've got an issue with that,
is the reason we're talking about this.
Apparently,
this woman gifted and made a big scene about it.
Apparently, this woman has refunded all the money.
You see, that's horrible. That's absolutely disgusting to do that. Wow.
Terrible.
Wow.
That's so wrong. That's so wrong.
That's so.
Do you know what, people? That's what happens when you
get a petition to try and stop bullying, and she's just been bullied on this app by adults.
Yeah, she's giving it, maybe not where you funded, but she's apparently giving it to Vic.
Guys, I'm coming back here. 1 minute.
Elusive. That's what she seems to do a lot, I think, when she's under the influence.
I hope she don't refund Michelle, because any gift sets.
Oh yeah, she's a bit of a drinker, isn't she?
That's what I'm talking about. Did you refund it to Michelle, Angie?
That podcast might have been keeping that mum going as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're not the ones that are saying anything about the petition, anything about the mum. It was the unspoken one, and Daly firing up alive and throwing all this out without getting, because the mother wouldn't answer questions about her child and what sex her child was or what sex her child wanted to be, because they wouldn't get them answers, and why the petition had gone up. They were causes for concern. No, whatever the child was called between a family is their thinking. If she wants, and she has to call it Willow's Law. And I just think the poor mum to give money back now, the what?
Yeah, just gives nobody the right to ask these kind of questions.
The podcast wasn't just for the mum, it was for other people who had lost children to go on and...
Or to help other people not lose their children,
I just think if anyone can learn anything from this, if you have something serious going on and you want to bring it to the app, please stay clear of these ones, Haley and the other Please stay
I'm
clear
going to be honest,
because
Les.
this isn't the first time.
Yeah,
This
I
is
think if you
several
see
times this
Michelle
has
gifting
happened.
you, just say no thank you, because you know she's going to cause drama over the gifting.
So sad that she's giving it back.
Haley didn't even give her a chance to respond. She literally just came on live spewing all these accusations and stuff like that. She didn't even give the mum a chance to respond
Well,
or
she
even
said
like
mods have
anything.
been asking questions about, why, do you call him he? Why are you calling it Willow's Law and not Ollie's Law? And she didn't respond, or she blocked him. I don't blame her.
Yeah, she don't have to respond.
That's her little child.
Tagged you in a video of the
All we
full.
were concerned about is the money part of it. They never kept saying, "Oh, go do the petition, keep doing the petition." No, they just came on and made out the mum were a scammer, and it was just wrong.
And we don't know that either. We don't know that without receipts. I don't agree with GoFundMe. You know that. I don't believe in those. But however, I always say to my people, listen, you know, if you want to give your money to someone, do it off TikTok. Don't do it on here. But however, it does not mean she's a scammer either.
And Michelle didn't even put money on the GoFundMe. She gifted her online, didn't she, on TikTok?
Yeah.
So she could be seen for attention. That's what she did it for.
Exactly.
I gave you how many?
The whole video of the.
That's the problem. Certain people think they run the app. Yeah, I mean,
Well, she definitely thinks she runs the app.
Angie, this is not her first time, though. Do you know what I mean? She's done it with Mr. PD, the love bombing. If you remember that, Angie, the big love bombing, gifting men on here. Then she started crying about it afterwards. She's done this. This is like 3-4 times on the app. She's done this. Like that. She gifts when she's under the influence of alcohol. And then when she comes around and she makes out that she's been scammed or love bombed or. But she's given it, Angie. Do you know what I mean? Now, even after she made a big scene about that Mr. PD getting love bombed, she still went away gifting men after that again.
Yeah.
She did it with Zach as well, literally. She did it with Zach.
So I don't take pity on that woman. I have no pity whatsoever. She's got that much money to be stupid with.
She was gifting her DG as well, loads, for that battle. So, she's not one that's gifting the poor. Do you not think she's sitting there?
No, Angie, it's all men.
She's gifting battles where there's a lot of people watching.
Yeah, she gifted someone 25k before to get to pro. Yeah, to get to pro on TikTok.
I'm glad she's got 25 grand
for the charity.
Do you ever see Michelle gifting? I haven't. Maybe she has in the past, gifting small people. Like when I say small people that are not noticed. They haven't got many people in the room. They probably need it. Probably for whatever reason. No, she's always big battles. Well,
when it's noticed,
a lot of people in the room.
Do you know what,
loves
guys?
attention, loves it.
I wonder if she's in debt by gifting. I bet she is,
Amy, there's no personal.
Nah, Michelle's got cash.
She's got cash. Can I say Amy is saying we're using this to personal digs at Michelle. Michelle actually hasn't said anything about me, not recently that I know of. However, what she did, we're just having our opinion. There's not about personal digs at Michelle.
Well, she gifted DG the other day, so she looked good.
The thing is, what were her reason to be annoyed? Was she annoyed because the mum weren't calling the child Ollie? What was she annoyed about that she gifted her? What was her concern that she gifted her about?
But on the child's death certificate, it would have been its birth name, which is Willow. That woman shouldn't have to justify that to anybody.
No.
You know what? The poor woman has just lost the child through unaliving herself, and she's getting so much crap from other people. I think they all need to shut up and leave her alone. Losing someone to unaliving themselves, especially your own child, and then to get grief from people when it's nothing to do with them. It's just
and then we were asked, like Taurine said a while ago, not to talk about it, concentrate on the charity. But the woman's after basically nearly closing the whole charity down because of people talking about it. So it's
totally wrong. I'm really, really against them.
So FYP, but Lucy, all I've heard, I know you're saying it's because she's doubled the GoFundMe, but I've heard anyway is Michelle has gifted, right? And she's mad about she's gifted all these unis. We heard a scamming that was mentioned. We heard about the child's gender has been mentioned. If you want, I've said it. If you want to keep it to the GoFundMe, then keep it, but still be respectful at the fact she still has lost a child. But if you want to keep it to the GoFundMe and tell people, look, it has doubled, but it's up to you whether to gift or not, then absolutely. But there's ways of saying things.
Well, I thought she gifted DG all that money the other day, so we won against that Valerie. And then do you know what he shouted afterwards? It ain't over till the fat lady sings. I thought,
Yeah,
how
I've seen
embarrassing.
that.
How embarrassing.
Hi, the two.
That's how you want to get your money back.
You know,
After.
why would you give your hard-earned money to people like
Yeah,
that?
but guys, it's her money.
No.
She can do whatever she wants with her money.
Yeah, it
even
is
if
money,
she,
guys.
Don't bitch about it when it don't work out.
She also tells everybody
Don't
that she
bitch
owns
about giving money to a
businesses
mum
and she's
who's
a
lost
very
a
wealthy
baby then.
woman. But don't come crying then if these men are calling you out your money because you're telling them that you're a big wealthy businesswoman. So of course they're going to try. Do you know what I mean? Like she
no, I
told
think with
me
this
that she
case,
was
it's
one of
because she was,
England's biggest business
Michelle's
owners.
got a child. She felt like, okay, she can relate to her as a mother and all of that. That's why she gifted. She didn't gift
No,
like.
hungry guys, no. If
that.
she thought of that mother and that charity, she would have gifted a GoFundMe. She gifted unis. She wanted attention.
Yeah, but she
as
did give 5
always.
unis. That's nearly a grand.
I don't know how many unis, but she would have
Can I
gifted a
just say an
GoFundMe.
important thing? Because someone keeps spamming that she wanted it for gaming. Is there any evidence that she wanted it for a gaming room? Because this is probably hearsay. Because Hayley sat there saying she's been told. Hayley said this is what she's been told. Now, has it come from a mod? Has that come from her mouth?
The mum said on Pearl's Live there was no gaming room. It's for the podcast.
And Twitch is not a gaming platform. It's a platform. It can be used for anything. It's not just for gaming.
Yeah, exactly.
She was trying to ask in Pearls who said that she wanted it for gaming, but everyone was talking over her, but you could hear her trying to say it, but everyone was shouting over her. But I've only popped up quickly. Yeah, just one sec. I've only popped up quickly and I'm going to drop down. I have spoken to Courtney, obviously the mum, and she said that she doesn't want to come up because she's too upset, but she's been listening and she wanted me to tell you that she doesn't normally watch you and she doesn't know you. But thank you for what you've said.
Yeah. No.
So I just wanted to get up and let you know, because obviously I couldn't write it all in the comments, but I'm going to jump back down now if anyone wants to box.
Can I ask a quick question?
I will,
a gaming room for a podcast. What's it? That's what Lucy has said. Lucy FYP, can you get in the box? Because this is what the mother has said. So it's not. She's saying it's not hearsay, but I want to know what that means.
In the back, shall I read out a post that she put up?
Yeah.
She put, I have sent a refund to everyone.
Apparently
This never was about money. Maybe this is enough proof for you. We will continue to push our petition beyond. Bullying will not stop us. Thank you for your support.
Apparently the gaming thing
Courtney.
was for her fella.
No, but that's what Hayley's saying. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, but it's her charity, so she's the one that's led this charity up. So
Has that come out of the woman's mouth, or was that hearsay?
I don't know. Randy, maybe it's something in like memory of her child. You know what I mean?
No, not a fucking gaming set. Come on, for your man. Like, let's be realistic here.
Yeah, but who said that?
Michelle was here, so I think she should be allowed to come
Sorry,
up
and who said that? Where's the proof that she said
say
this?
what she has to say?
Where's the proof that she
So
said
you've
this?
gone by
Who said
hearsay.
it?
They say people saying
It hasn't come from her mouth that
That's
I've
what I'm
seen.
going to say, so you can't say that, Torian.
I think because her husband's
Allegedly.
partners in a
Yeah.
gaming, somebody's put two, but the mum said
someone's made it up.
a gaming room.
And anyway, who would be in their right mind to come with a petition like this and then say, I want to raise money for my husband's gaming room? Who the hell would do that? That makes no sense whatsoever.
That's for the child's, whatever the child got spayed, the child liked it.
Michelle, you're not in the box. Can you see Michelle in the box? I don't see her.
Who's into gaming? There is a video where they are gaming together as well.
Michelle, you're going to have to request if you want the book. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, Michelle's here. I'm going to have to...
I don't mind. You can drop
It's
me
okay,
if you
I'll
want.
drop, Ange. I'll drop.
Okay. Hello.
Yamish.
Yeah, can you...
Angie, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. How's it going? So what's all this about then?
Right, so was it Monday night or last Monday night? I got 100 shares to this live that we were trying to push out a petition for kids that had been bullied and obviously ended their lives. So in order to push it out, everybody knows the banners push out the lives. So that's why I did it. I have not said I want my money back or anything. The thing that annoyed me
was how quickly they changed what the money was for, how quickly everything they said changed, and I was upset because there are people in there that had spent their last £5 helping this woman for a gaming room for a podcast. Her husband or her man or her boyfriend or whoever it was phoned that live and started hurling abuse at me. Their attitude was stinking. What they were doing was the wrong thing, and decent people helped them for the wrong reason, right? So it doesn't matter what anybody in these boxes, and I've heard what you've said about me, couldn't give a fuck. Gypsy Queen, couldn't give a fuck. I don't care.
Who told you this? Did you have evidence of this? Like,
Can I just finish?
Oh, God.
So we were all there to help support as parents who have children that you would react instantly if your child was being bullied, right? So that's what any decent human being would do.
What do you want? What? What did you say?
No,
sorry?
I'm going to be honest, Michelle. Any
That's
decent
what any
human being,
One thing, guys, I need to hear from you. With the greatest of respect, you sit there and come up with, oh, Michelle's just trying to buy men on the internet. Like, that was fucking 4 years ago. Pipe your fucking mouth down.
What I meant, Michelle, is when you get conned wrong,
I was
conned 3 or 4 times. You're good at attention seeking on this
Guys, I want to hear from Michelle.
I could not give a flying fuck what your opinion of that situation is, right? That was fucking 4 years ago. If that's all you've got against me, then fair enough. Like, I don't care.
No, Michelle, I don't
do not fucking care.
I just what I have against you is you always give
who has had a child,
and then you cry about that.
Gypsy Queen, come on.
Gypsy Queen, as a woman that has had a child that has been bullied and assaulted, I would think your heart would be in the same fucking place.
I wouldn't be shouting at a grieving mother. That's for definite, Michelle.
Your heart would be in the same fucking place.
It wouldn't be in the place of shouting at a grieving mother.
To then be told a different story, yes, you would shout in her face. And when the husband or the boyfriend or whoever the fuck that was disrespecting you in that way, you would have shouted out the same way.
Michelle, you gifted.
You shouted first.
Michelle, can I just say you gifted because she's grieving, she's lost a child. That's why you gift, right? There's nothing to do with GoFundMe then.
No, it was to push the petition out there, because if anybody tried to bully my son, you would hear me from my doorstep to fucking London, right?
Oh,
so I was doing it.
I'm sure, Michelle, there's many other ways to push the petition out. You could have gone for GoFundMe.
I have supported you.
Man. Come on.
I have supported you the same in your worst days. So don't fucking start with me.
Who, me?
Guys, I don't want it to be about a personal thing.
You support me.
It's just the same.
Excuse me, Michelle, you never supported me in your life.
I have to drop her so she gets her words out because it's getting...
Okay, I'll let her talk, Sienna.
Because I don't want it to be about personal beef, because it's not about that.
No, I don't have personal beef with anybody in this fucking app. Ziana just said, oh, the fat lady sang. Like, Ziana, with the greatest
What DG said, I'm not wrong. I was just stating facts. I said I've been wanting my money back after that.
It's a fucking saying, Ziana. You watch me, or you did. You know I've lost fucking weight. You've no. Let's no fucking body shame.
This is not about the person.
No, that is fucking childish.
He body shamed you, not me. I was just repeating what happened. Don't get it twisted. In everyone's eyes, you're still a fatty.
Ziana, stop that, man.
Ziana, you're a fucking fatty.
What have you done it with?
It does not matter.
Guys,
I don't
Ziana,
care.
stop.
I don't care.
It's about tonight, not about...
Yes, not
what changed your mind?
Obviously, body weight affects you.
It's not about this. We want to know about this woman.
What changed your mind about this
woman? Can I be honest? You lot have all had your say. Let her speak. Just let her say what she's got to say.
Just don't go and
come on, man.
What you're talking about me? I couldn't give a flying fuck.
Why are you in here then?
Oh,
why aren't you Michelle? You gifted it. She lost a child.
The fact of over what DG said.
She did lose a child, and my heart went to her. right? My heart went out to her, and I will not regret anything I fucking gifted on this app.
Forget about the gifting. We're not talking about that, Michelle. We're talking about...
I did that, Angie, to promote the fucking petition. Right, that's the only reason I did it.
So you cannot be complaining about it. That was brilliant that if that was the case.
I have not complained. What I've said is, you have pulled in the heartstrings of people on this app who give their last fucking fiver to causes.
Hayley did.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about folk in the fucking comments that give their last fucking fiver to people because they have a fucking heart and they feel sorry for folk. Right, that's the people that I'm annoyed about.
Yeah, but you should know where you go if you put you got your businesswoman that, it's the internet, there's lots of scammers. I'm not saying that's what she is, but I don't gift anyone on it.
I have not said, I have said every fucking time I give from my heart, right? If I see something, I've asked people not to share my lives and stuff because when I see something and it gets to my heart, I will give my all to it, right?
And this poor woman has lost her daughter, so you gifted, so there's nothing, why are you crying about it then?
I'm not crying about it. I have not cried about it. I'm saying...
Why do you think the GoFundMe...
I was fucking shouting because she was fucking manipulating everybody else. You're not getting this.
But she can't manipulate. She's lost the child.
Fraud.
The child is
How do you
dead.
know?
Yeah, how do you know the GoFundMe's bad or for anything bad?
She sat there and said it was for a fucking gaming room to do a podcast. And her boyfriend come on shouting the fucking odds.
Because she felt
maybe they're angry that they're being questioned over the daughter. Mainly.
My point is,
did you not see the comments saying, call him, he's called Ollie? It was horrible. Maybe they're annoyed.
I gave from my heart, right?
Yes, you did.
I'm not doing anything, right? I was just objecting to the fact that they are now asking for something else when it was for petitions for every child being bullied. That was my fucking issue.
Can I just ask something, Michelle, right? I'm not going to be disrespectful.
If it's not for the petition and it's for something else, I wouldn't have gave to it.
Can I just quickly say, Michelle, something? I understand what you're saying, right? But when I was watching you in Pearl's box, you seemed to be a little bit upset that you sent, all these unis, and that's on you, right? Because if 70% go to TikTok. In my opinion, you sent it for people to see you send those unis. That's why you sent it to on TikTok and didn't put it in a bank. And I don't think you could be crying about that because that's on you. And I just think just GoFundMe. One second, please let me finish because I'm the first one to shout scammer. Believe me, yeah. But however, this GoFundMe, first of all, we don't know if it's a scam because that's what I also heard, scam, right? So we don't know if this is a scam. She said she's going to come with the receipts. Just because it's gone from 3K to T, it does not mean she's a scammer. I'm not saying, listen, it's up to you if you whether you donate to that GoFundMe or not, but I just feel you haven't been sensitive. Please let me just finish this one bit. I feel you haven't been sensitive to a woman that's just lost her child, right, to bullying, and you've screamed in her face. And there's ways of going about things. You could still talk about the GoFundMe, but without the the woman's still grieving. Sorry, you're on mute.
Don't fucking mute me. I was sensitive to her cause, right? The reason I was shouting was because everybody else was fucking talking. I gave her enough for the $3,500, and everybody else in that live, with me and everyone else, she got more than $3,500 to do whatever it was she needed. There was no need to.
Can I ask you a question, please? When did the child unalive themselves?
I don't know. I had 100 shares to that live that night. I was in doing something else in somebody else's live, and I got shared 100.
Please, Mike, it's really bothering me. Can I just say one thing? I understand what you're saying, but it's doubled the GoFundMe. We've got to be. I don't gift anyone on here, and look at like charities, all those kind of things that are going to pull all people that pull on my heartstrings. I just don't because there's so many scams on here. Okay, and I tell my community not to. But what I was going to say is, I understand what you're saying about that. She's made a lot of money. I get it, but the fact is she's still grieving, regardless of how you look at it. Right? She's still a grieving mother that's lost her child. The other day you all had this empathy for her, and now you're saying it's a he. One sec, please. I'm nearly finished. Now you're saying it's Ollie, it's not Willow. And let me just say something. So a 14, 15-year-old child that probably doesn't know what she or he wants to be, okay? As a child, legally, that person's name is Willow, okay? It's probably signed Willow on the death certificate, okay? Not Ollie. Now, however, regardless of the name, that's down to the parents what they decide to name their child after their child has passed away. And that's another thing you went in that. Well, not you personally, but...
Angie, see, in the grand scheme of things, that doesn't matter. A child passed away, and that's what upset me, right? I'm not interested in fucking drama or anything else. I did what I did from my heart.
But at the end of the day, you give it to push the petition out, which is amazing because it did. It pushed the petition right out. Everybody shared it. Everybody signed it. But you gave the money.
I don't think you gifting the petition out, to be fair. I think it were more people bringing awareness to the petition that pushed it out, not you gifting the petition to her.
No, but I'm just saying, if it was for that reason, I understand that. But
she's brilliant that you gifted a grieving mum, so I think you should leave that grieving mum alone.
I don't care. I did what I did to help, right? But what I will do is voice my opinion if people are trying to take advantage of other people in this app, right? I do what I do out of the goodness of my heart. I'm not interested in drama talk. I'm not interested in folks' opinions of me. I will continue to do what I do to help people. So I don't need.
So why are you upset?
I do not need you dissecting what I do or talking about me in a fucking live, right?
Well, no, we're asking why you.
You're allowed to our opinion. That's why I shared this live. You were. That's why I shared this live, right? I have got enough to contend with in one life without having to do this shit.
Michelle, so if you gifted a grieving mother out of the heart, your heart, which I do believe, why are you even mentioning it now?
Exactly.
What does you having gifted those unis?
I said it was
you
nothing
spoke
to
to her like shit. You spoke to that mum like shit.
She did. Totally shit.
Listen, you did? Yeah, because she's a grieving mother.
Out of heart.
Well, where did your heart go when you were talking to her like that?
There was people in that live that gave their last fucking £5 to that woman.
But and
that's on theirs, not you.
It's still dead. It's still been fully analysed by itself.
Those people don't jump in the box and say something, so I will, right?
Yeah, but you went in shouting how many unis you'd sent, not how much as other people sent. It was about you yourself.
It wasn't about me. She was saying she wanted $3.5 grand. I said, how many unis did I send? So that was like half of what you needed. And then everybody else in that live fucking sent you how much? She was in daily what? What
I don't know because I didn't. To be honest, I was very upset that a child had lost their life due to bullying.
So she had the money she needed for whatever it was she needed. The unis were put out for the fucking petition.
The GoFundMe has been.
You didn't need the unis to push out the petition at all.
You do know you can repost and share, don't you? That pushes it out as well.
Yeah.
But the GoFundMe,
you can share to your TikTok, you can share to your Facebook, you can share to your family.
Anybody in this live or these boxes think about me. I do what I do for the fucking heart. You want to criticise me?
Can I just say,
it was you who went in the box and said about I've sent 5 units. No one else. No one. Bye then. Bye.
This is about the goodness story onto yourself. Like it's so selfish. This poor mother has to sit listening to all this bollocks and you're turning it about yourself, and it's all turning into fighting over each other now. This child lost her life because of bullying, and you're all sat here as fucking adults. Do you know what I mean? Look at the bigger picture. It's not a TikTok drama. It's not about bloody gifting.
Can I just say this, right? See when somebody puts a GoFundMe up, right? If you're going to put £5 into that GoFundMe or whatever, right? How dare you ask where that money's going? Because nobody's forcing you to put money in it. If it's gone up, see if I was to put £10 into a GoFundMe, right, and I part with that £10. That £10 is no longer my business. That £10 is that person's business and exactly what they want to pay or exactly what they want
Can I
to
just
buy.
say, Paul, I disagree with you on that one in regards to GoFundMe's, because if I'm parting with my money, I'm going to ask where it's going. Whether they tell me or not, that's up to them. They don't have to tell me, but however, I have a right to ask before I donate to a GoFundMe or a bank, someone's bank. That's just me, though, and that's what I would say to my community. Do not ever do not ever donate GoFundMe's. I don't like them. I hate them.
Well, that's your choice, Angie. That is totally your choice. But what I'm trying to say is, if somebody put a GoFundMe up and asked for a donation of £10 or whatever they wanted to reach their target, that £10, I would put that in that £10 no longer belongs to me. That is it. That's me. I've gave my £10. I'm not interested.
Yeah, once you've sent it, I suppose. But however, if there's red flags or information comes out, you might think, I just don't like GoFundMe's because anyone can put up a GoFundMe without evidence. I think it's ludicrous. I couldn't believe you don't need evidence for a GoFundMe. That's crazy.
Exactly. And another thing with Michelle as well, I don't think she's put anything in the GoFundMe. I don't like
guys,
very much.
But
what I will say here, can I
just say something,
can I just finish this one thing, right? What Hungry Guy said earlier on was, Michelle never put anything in this GoFundMe. She threw universities at this lady, right? This lady that's lost her child. And she done that specifically for the popularity. That's what Michelle gifts for, is popularity.
Guys, can I let this lady talk? Because she is.
Right, I want to just ask first, right? Can we just have this between me, my partner, and Angie? Because then we actually get a chance to speak and not be talked over, so we can actually clear this shit up. To be quite frank, because not once have we actually been heard.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll kick everybody out, and then you can have your say.
Just want to say I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you, sweetness.
Right, I'll go.
Sorry, Paula, to shut you down there, but it just felt awkward when the mother. You know what I mean?
Now, our partner's requested to join as well, so he wants to be in.
What's his name?
Prodigy.
Got him.
Brilliant, thank you. Right, so what is the actual thing that people are actually wanting to know? Because first things first, the GoFundMe, it's been refunded because it was never about the money. Not ever. Not one single bit of that was important, okay? We want to get this podcast off the ground, and we wanted to do that so we could help other people, give them a platform to get the support and the help that they wanted to talk about grief, okay? But we can do that without that then. If people genuinely do have that issue, we're going to do this without the help of other people, and everyone that has helped, trust me, it is greatly appreciated. Now, just for Michelle, because to be quite frank, I don't think she's got the right end of the stick here. She chose to gift, yeah? Fantastic. Everyone here knows that TikTok take a massive chunk of gifts. Massive. Okay? So she did a great job, and that was on her call, So, Michelle, sweetheart, thank you. It was appreciated, sweet. Genuinely appreciated. But we're not here for the money. We're here to push the petition and to get my daughter's story out there. And that's all that is. And I'm going to say this once and once only. Nobody on earth has got the fucking right to sit there and question me and my relationship with my daughter on her name. Okay? There is a legal standing here. I've got to use her legal name. It's on a death certificate. I'll bring that up if people want to fucking see it. But the next time I'm questioned in regards to that, believe me, I'll lose my shit. I don't like it. Okay, people don't have the rights to question my relationship with my daughter. The donations, absolutely. I will give full transparency. But guess what? It's all been refunded. So no one needs to talk about that now, do they? Okay, we've put up the email confirmation as well that it has been refunded. And if people want to request all of that or do whatever it is that they want to do, absolutely fine. But we're not here to make money. We're here to push this petition because bullying, as I've just experienced for the majority of this evening, is disgusting. I'm a grieving mom, for fuck's sake. How dare people do this? It's sick. Absolutely sick. And I will say, Angie, thank you for backing me up the way that you have. I mean, we've never spoken, we've never met, but I do appreciate what you have done as well. Yeah. I'll let my partner say the rest because I'm still fucking fuming.
Yeah. And you have a right to be mad, absolutely.
In regards to where this idea of a gaming room came from, I don't actually understand where that idea's come from. So with people saying I want to do streaming and stuff, that's my own thing. That's what I want to do as my own person. That is separate from this podcast that me and Courtney want to do together. They are separate things. No money would be going towards a gaming room at all. None. That would be from my own pocket and my own time. The podcast is for Willow and for other people to share their story. That is purely it. The money that we make or anything that was donated goes into that. And that is purely it. There is no more to it. There is no less or more than it. And like we said, we would show the receipts of what we have bought and obviously why we bought it for. You'd see that. You would literally have seen that.
And I just also want to point out, okay, that some of these big content creators, I won't name names because I'm better than that, but some of these creators, guys, right, were in this live, the very first live that I had set that went like completely overnight. They were also pushing the GFM, okay? They were pushing that. They were supporting that. They were spreading that. They were making posts and stuff, and all of a sudden, they've just turned it. They've twisted it. Why? I don't know. But to be quite honest, I find it quite sickening that some of them have been pushing our petition, supporting that, pushing the GFM off their own backs, okay? And now they've all of a sudden overnight just twisted it. That is the definition of fucking bully. They're like a pack of wolves. And I won't stand for it. If they think that's going to silence me and stop me from doing this, I've got another thing coming. Okay? And I will take some days off from TikTok after tonight because, to be quite frank, I'm that fucking livid. I could quite happily smash some shit. To be quite honest, I am fuming. I can't even believe people even attack a grieving mother. I was brought into the lives to try and clear this up, and I couldn't even get heard. I had Michelle spouting her mouth quite disgustingly. She had a few too many. Because to be quite honest, if she is a mother, she should know better than to attack a grieving mum like that. She wouldn't even let me speak.
Any mum who's saying it, dude. Any mum who's saying
any
stuff
mum
like
who's saying
that.
it's just disgusting. Yeah. Pearl, she had me in there, but, you know, she had sent the messages out to her bloody posse saying, oh, come in, you know, she's not going to be attacked. Yeah, I was attacked. And a few of you have actually seen it. It's disgusting. Mm. This is the definition of pack mentality. This is what we're trying to stop. How is this even allowed? So for anyone joining in on the bandwagon, why don't you do me a favour? Get some bollocks and actually message me instead of, joining in on the bandwagon of them and assuming that just because they're such big creators that they're right. Why don't you actually take some time, please, and actually message me personally, calmly, not insultively. Don't sit there, like some of you have been, sending me disgusting messages the way that you have, saying I'm using my dead daughter. I'm sorry, but who the hell do you think you are? Seriously, I bet you couldn't say it to my face.
Can I ask you a quick question, Courtney? Did the creators approach you first to ask you about this, or did they just go live?
So what had actually happened is that one of my mods, bless her heart, had put in a portal. And that portal had just blown up. And some of the big creators came in. They're the ones that came to me. I didn't ask them. I didn't even know them. I've never heard of the one. I'm not going to name names, but I haven't heard any of them. I don't do the
first one
TikTok.
that came in was, he was called Alex. He was the first one that came in, and he shared it to other creators from there. I don't know. It was the comments that were saying to add him in, and we did.
Yeah. So
with all this that's happened tonight, do they just go live, or do they come to you first?
No, tonight, what had happened tonight is I was doing my own live, and I had some people coming into the comments saying, oh, Hayley's saying this, so-and-so saying that.
Wow.
And I was just like, what?
Yeah, they should have really come to you first to ask questions.
Yes, they should have, but this is drama talk. This is for their content. Yeah. They're probably pissed off that some of their people that watch them had started coming over to watch me and support my stuff, so it started affecting their stuff. This is what drama TikTok is about. It's toxic, it's disgusting, it promotes the bullying. These people, it's pack mentality. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm not being funny. They want to sit there and attack me over what they believe to be scamming with this GFM, when actually, did they stop to think that, you know, this GFM was actually for a very good cause to support other people who were grieving and going through a lot of difficulties that need somewhere to go to talk to. Yeah, it's good things. However, they don't seem to complain when that money's going towards them, do they? For their what exactly? For what? What
their
is it that
gaming
they
room,
actually have
maybe.
going on?
You know, could be for their gaming room. Apparently we're making a gaming room out of this.
Oh, apparently so. I fucking hate gaming, and my partner will tell you that. I can't stand it. My
No,
ex-husband did far
Courtney
too
doesn't
much of it.
game. In fact, she hates gaming that much. She traded, for example, her Xbox in so I could have a PlayStation.
Yeah.
That's how much she doesn't like it.
And just to
Like
clarify,
I said,
by the
I'll
way,
repeat on the side of me.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'll repeat it. I'm doing my own thing. I want to do my own thing. That's it. And again, the podcast, that's separate.
And I think what people are saying, which is disgusting, is saying that you're using this is how I also see it, using your daughter's death to gain money.
I'd like to see some people come and say that to my face and see what happens.
Oh, so would I.
And I'm not saying that is the case. That just
No, you've actually. This is what surprises me, Angie. Right? Because some of these big creators have been coming to me and telling me, "Oh, you were a clout chaser. You insult people like me. You don't care about this, that, and the other." And yet, throughout the entire time, me and you have never spoken. This is the first time, am I right, with me and you here. You've been backing me up, and you don't even know me.
No.
And you've stated, yeah, fair enough, you're not sure about the GFMs, but
however, I'm not going to say calling anyone a scammer, because unless you've got evidence of that, I'm not going to sit and say, well, you're using it for other things either.
Exactly, but now I can see why they've been saying what they've said about you, because you're sat here defending the truth, and that there is what it's supposed to be about.
Yeah, she's honest.
Exactly.
She's honest.
Exactly, you're saying it how it is.
Receipts, unless you've got receipts, you just don't know, okay, because you've upped it. So, it could be for whatever reason. I think they should have come to you first and asked.
Yeah, they should have. They should have, because now what we've got here is a load of people insulting grieving parents, saying that we're using our daughter for this, that, and the other. And I'm sorry, but that is absolutely vile.
Now, I've got Pearl in the box, and it's up to you. I'm not going to put her in unless you want her in.
Not really, because I could rip her head off if I'm honest, Pearl.
Yeah,
You've
I'm not a
royally...
fan.
You've put me in a situation that I shouldn't have been in at all.
And I'm sorry about
what she's done.
And we will
realistically
still
is
promote the
disgusting.
petition.
Thank you. I do appreciate it. And that is another thing, right? If this was about the money side of things, the GFM, in my lives, you would have seen the GFM in my background. Instead, I've got the petition in my background, you know? And so many people have actually asked us if we've got a GFM. And that is the only time that I will sit and state, yeah, we've got one and this is what it's for. But nobody has to donate. I say it so many times. Nobody is forced to gift, to donate. All we ask is that people push this petition. And the other thing I will state is that some of these big content creators, from what I've now seen for tonight, they're quite happy to sit and bully a grieving mum. So they must be feeling threatened about this.
And this is what I said. If they have questions, first of all, they should have come to you. However, they've not done that. But not just that, they could have gone about it in a different way, not screaming in your face and shouting and I didn't like that.
No, and I think some of them should be careful as well, because some of the stuff that they've done could actually be classed as malicious communication and harassment. So just a word of warning. I've already got 2 little shits that have done that in trouble with the law. I will quite happily do it again. So be very careful, because I've got the evidence I need already. It's getting sent to me all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, do you know Tori? And she wants to come in, but I won't put her in if you don't want her in.
I don't fully know Tori. If she's here to start berating me and give me another round too.
She's not, but I won't put her in.
Go for it, yeah.
Okay, I don't. Well, she wasn't here. Where's she gone?
Yeah, if anyone's going to be screaming in my face, it's not going to.
No, I'm not going to put anybody in that, because everyone has been supportive of you tonight. To be fair, over here this way anyway.
Yeah, I appreciate it. To everyone that's been supportive and sent us supportive emails, thank you.
Yeah. I've got... Oh, she's not here. I don't know where she is. I just think it's, at the end of the day, people need to make up their own minds. There's no evidence of anything. And stop listening to hearsay. People are going by hearsay.
Exactly.
And this has come out of the mother's mouth, which it hasn't. She's a grieving woman. And go about things in a different way. You don't have to be screaming in someone's face. And at the end of the day, she's still grieving.
Exactly. And no one's been in this... Some of the people that have had me in there, from what I've known, they've not been in my situation. They're not the ones that found their child the way that I've done. And to those parents that have lost children, my heart goes out to them. But we are not in any way bothered by any form of financing whatsoever. This is not our goal. Our goal is to criminalise the act of bullying, to make schools safer for our children. I'm not doing this for my child. She's gone. I can't protect her anymore, can I? But I don't want other parents being in my situation, in our situation. It's as simple as that.
And is that what, if you don't mind me asking, is that what the GoFundMe is?
The GoFundMe was for a podcast, so that I could sit there in Willow's memory and help other people, which is what she would want to do. She did nothing but, while she was alive, was help and support people. And so what I wanted to create was a podcast for people who have been grieving, for those with mental health difficulties, for those that are being bullied, for people that wanted a safe community to have support, get their stories out there, to be validated, to be heard. There is not enough of this. It was nothing more than to help people, nothing to do with gaming, can't bloody stand it, nothing to do with trying to make tons of money and stuff like that. It was nothing more than to support people. And what I'm going to do now, just to prove that, I'm still going to go through with my podcast. And we're not going to be having any GoFundMes. We're not going to be having any donations, nothing like that. And to be honest with you, I'm going to turn my gifts off when they're unrestricted, because TikTok has restricted them, just to prove a point. Because I don't care about money. I couldn't give a shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if they're advantageous to help other children, then I don't think you should let them, let them kind of get away with, do what if you need donations, then and it's for children, then that's what you should do. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly, and that's all it's about. It's to help.
I mean, the first day when the people were in the boxes, and I even said, I'm not going to lie, I'm like, and I did say it's a petition against bullying, and I was saying, but you do have bullies in the box, these people that were in the box. It's something I'm not going to lie, I did say, but however, I did put that aside and thought, no, I'm going to get people to sign their petition, because that's the
exactly. I mean, I had a few people that were messaging me about it, and at the time, the night that this went above and beyond what we had expected, to me at the time, these big creators were coming across so kind and supportive and pushing it out there. I thought, well, how could they be bullies? They're coming out of their way to help, and I didn't even know them. They didn't know me. We've never done lives like this before. We don't know TikTok the way some of you big creators do, because we don't use it like that. We just scroll.
Yeah, and can I just say also, before when I came on, all I heard was, oh my God, this woman's a scammer. I'm not going to lie. I was like, oh my God, what? And I was like, yeah, typical, same people, But then I realised, wait a minute, there's more to it. Do you know what I mean? Because that's what I thought. There was evidence of this, and there's just no evidence of that.
If we were scamming, we would have kept that money.
And that's
the other thing as well, if it's all right to just mention it, it's literally been, 2 days? We've not even had a chance to do anything.
Yeah.
There's not even been a single chance. It can't even come out into any account or anything. So, there's not been the time. So we can't even proceed. We can't even do anything with it.
Exactly.
So
and if we were
can just have it all back.
Kept it.
We don't need it anymore. You can just have it all back.
Yeah. But like you said, people that gift, that's on them.
It is.
It's not on anyone else. I wouldn't give a penny back, to be honest.
We've given it all back. We've just given it all back.
I'll keep going with it. I really would keep going on with it.
Yeah.
With this podcast that you're doing, and don't refund nothing. What? Because at the end of the day, it's a good cause.
It is a good cause. I mean, we have already issued that refund back to everybody, just because we don't want people sitting there thinking, the wrong thing. We're not going to have ourselves, I can't even think of the words, but it's our integrity as well. We don't want our integrity questioned, and we're trying to help people. That is all we want to do. So just to prove that point as well, we have issued a refund with the GoFundMes for everyone.
You can see the proof on both mine and Courtney's page. You see it on the Willow's Wish page.
Can I get somebody in the box and take over just for a second, guys? I'm just going to get this food. Sorry, I'd ordered it an hour ago. I apologise.
I think a few people.
Hello, Courtney. Hello, Prodigy.
Hiya.
I don't know what your name is. It sounds weird calling you Prodigy.
His name's Tommy.
I'm Tom.
Hello, Tommy.
Hi.
Oh, Tom. I hope you're doing okay.
Sorry, guys.
You didn't know what to say, do you? It's a bit awkward.
Yeah, I'm not great. I'm just going to put it out there. I'm pretty both absolutely beyond upset and beyond angry. And I know where Tommy is as well. He actually came back from work because of it.
Yeah. Listen, I'm sorry for your loss, honestly. Do you mind if I put some people in the boxes, or you're not okay with it?
Yeah, just as long as no one's going to sit and give me another round two.
People are supportive. They really are.
Hello, sweetheart. I'm glad to see that you've had the chance to explain it properly without everybody ramming it down your throat.
Yeah, that's what I needed.
And please don't give any refunds back. That's on them.
We've already done it.
Yeah.
Your gifts on because they keep their gifts on, and the things that they've said on here and done on here is ridiculous. So you keep your gifts on if it's going to good causes as well.
Yeah,
I'm glad you've come to this platform and you've been able to speak, because that puts all the rumours at bay then. And I'm sorry that people are doubting your relationship with your daughter. I thought it was absolutely disgusting, my daughter.
It was. It's beyond depraved. They're just as bad as the people that had bullied Willow. If I'm quite honest with you, I'm not afraid to say it.
Yeah.
Courtney, can I say from one mother to another mother, my heart breaks for you, for what you're going through.
Yeah.
But there's a lady on this.
Comments get bad, turn them off.
She goes under Megan Star Foundation, and she has gone through exactly the same as you. And she actually has started off with a GoFund, and everything you're aiming to do, she has done for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
So it'd be good if you probably could get in touch with her. It's called Megan Star Foundation, because she now does counselling sessions for children when you
Bless her.
need it. And
Like an amazing woman.
she is, but try reach out to her because she does amazing work.
And it can give you
with
ideas as
children.
well what to do in your area.
Yeah, and bounce off each other. They're good.
Yeah, you know, she's a really good person, so try and link up with her and she'll show you which way to go about getting things. So you put out a foundation for Willow. I'm going to drop down, but my heart breaks through from one mum to another.
Thank you.
Yeah, and me, my daughter. And me.
I mean, do you want to just take over for a sec on my end? Because I need to... nature calls, basically.
Yep,
Yeah.
no problem.
Yeah, it wasn't very nice to walk into, was it, Prodigy?
No, if you want to call me Tommy, that's my name.
Tommy, sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah. I just want to, on my end and stuff, because I don't know how many people saw that. My anger was very, very explosive, and I want to
It's
apologise.
understandable.
Someone's shouting it. I don't know if she's your wife or your girlfriend, but you had someone shouting at you. Right.
No, I was shouting at people.
No, I mean they were shouting at your partner, so you just reacted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if we can also put the petition in the comments, guys, as well. Just spam the petition again, guys. Ginger. Hi, Ginger Gemini. Guys, if you've got anything negative to say, you're going to be dropped. Hiya.
I don't know, my heart just breaks for Courtney, so it does. It's honestly, I've been sharing the petition all over my WhatsApp groups, Facebook groups, and I've messaged you, Courtney. I feel so terrible that this has happened. I feel you've been sucked into TikTok drama and used a bit for content, you know, and obviously I don't want to turn this negative and start talking about all that crap, but listen, there are plenty behind you that support you.
I appreciate that.
This is quite a thing that happens a lot. Grieving people are dragged quite a lot, and I feel your pain, so I do.
Thank you. I mean, it just proves to me even more why this law needs to be made happen, especially for the UK anyway.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. So everyone just keeps signing. Don't forget to confirm with your email as well, guys.
People need to remember this is a law to protect all of our children.
Yeah.
This is for all of us. This is for our next generation. I am so scared about my kids going to school. My little boy is an English boy coming to Ireland and get called a dirty BRIT. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like that hate. This is what I was worried. That hatred shouldn't be passed on. That hatred should be gone now. Do you know what I mean? That's not what Ireland's about anymore. And we need to teach our kids better. So we do.
You can't pin winning boxes, and Angie Kerry said, "Can you check WhatsApp?"
Oh yeah, no problem.
Absolutely, love. I just, and your partner, Prodigy, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'm so sorry for your loss, and it must be awful. I can't imagine what you guys are going through.
You don't need any grief, you know what I mean?
Even as I speak, I'm still getting, it comes up on my notifications, I'm still getting emails right now. I've just been called transphobic, so by the Crawley family. So, do you know what? Think what you like. So anyone who's watching this on Cam 2s, and no doubt this is going to go everywhere, you can literally spam me with all the hate mail you like. I know who I am, and I know my relationship with my child. And guess what? None of your business.
Yeah.
Until you're in my position, you don't have the right.
You've already said...
You know your daughter.
You've already said you had that conversation with your daughter.
Yeah.
Why can't people listen to understand rather than listen to react?
Exactly.
You've already said that you have spoke to your daughter, and the reason you can't say her name is Ollie is because a legal name is
but
Willow.
Sunshine, it doesn't matter. It's not in no one's child. It's Courtney's child. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. But what I'm saying is, they're trying to say that she hasn't got didn't have a decent relationship with her child to talk to her. That's what the questioning of parenting, Angie.
Nobody has the rights to. At the end of the day, I know my child, and it's all because they think, oh, just because they had donated that. And I read a comment in that live that was barraging that, you know, oh, if we're sending you money, we have the rights to know. No, you don't. You don't. Okay, nobody that has the rights to question. All right, I have to legally, for the sake of doing what I'm doing, call her Willow. Okay.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. If people didn't go live, people need to go to the person that's themselves first to get all the information before going on a live and doing what you're doing. Because unfortunately, Courtney's now getting a lot of hate, right? Yeah. Because certain people decided to go live with this.
Angie, it's a cycle. They use it for content. Do you know what I mean?
I'm so sorry you're going through this after everything you've gone through with your daughter, you know, being confused or not confused even, you know, going through those feelings of maybe wanting to be a different sex. Yeah. And then, oh, honestly, love, I'm just so sorry that these people have just decided that they know your child better than you.
Yeah. And it's up to people whether they want to put in a GoFundMe. It's up to people if they want to put into the GoFundMe. That's up to you.
Not just that. We've got people in the comments right this very second that I can see, you know, saying, oh, if people are donating, then, you know, I have to tell them everything. No, what people who had donated, which, again, getting their money back. When you donate, okay, all you need to know
it's what it's for.
Is what it's for.
Where it's going.
Where it's going. We've already stated the receipts will be shown, etc., etc. You don't have the rights to know about my kid.
I might ask, but if you don't tell me, that's up to you. But we decide it will be for me whether I want to donate. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You don't want to. You don't want to. You do. You do.
Somebody, the minute you press that button, that's their money. It's nothing to do with you then.
Yeah. And the fact that the parents have now been bullied, is killing me inside. It's so wrong.
Flower pot. And guess who they've been bullied by? Adults.
I know.
Yeah, exactly. And not just that, like, no, it wasn't for a gaming room, Mol. It was not. I'm sick of hearing that. Can you not just pay attention to the words that come out of my mouth?
Courtney, the comments.
Ignore him, yeah.
I'm going to turn
It's simple things like that, like, you know, transphobic, I should have agreed with her pronouns. Guys, none of you understand because it's none of your business. All you need to know is she took her own life, she was bullied. This is about bullying. That's it.
Yeah.
How could they turn, like, this is an amazing thing that you're trying to do. How could they turn it? You know your relationship with your child.
Also in the newspaper and then some article also there. Okay, and I did read about it, so yeah.
All right.
Sorry, Ginger Gemini.
It's all right. Like, it's just like, you know your relationship with your child. No matter what any of these ones say online, you know who you are. You know who your child was, and still will their memory will live on. They tried the same with me. So they did. They tried to say that I was this, that, and the other with my partner. I know who I am. I know what happened. I don't care what these people think. And if these awful people think that, who cares? Do you know what I mean? Just, you know in your heart what's going on, and you're trying to fight for all kids. Do you know what I mean? Like, they need. This is like, my blood is absolutely boiling. So
I say, Courtney, I didn't realise it wasn't a law until I looked it up. I didn't realise there wasn't a law against bullying, because I would have put that under harassment and bullying. It's crazy.
It is. It's like bullying and harassment are classed as a form of bullying, absolutely, but they're separate in their own rights. But the actual act in itself isn't a criminal offence, and that is something that needs to change, as we can bloody well see. You know, if I was any other parent, what if, right, I was a parent who is obviously, you know, still grieving my child, but what if my mental state was a lot less than what it is now?
Yeah.
You know, there are parents out there who are broken.
But this goes to prove my point from the other night. Some bullies are actually being bullied at home. And, you know, when you come onto forums that are bullying, you think, I wonder how you brought your kids up. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
I'm just so sad you're going through having all these questions, people shouting at you in boxes. For God's sake, You lost a child. What you call her is what you call her. When the money was going, you were ready to show receipts, and that's what people should have run with and said, right, well, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. But no, people didn't want to wait and see. They got a whiff of, the child might have been trans. No.
I know, it's disgusting.
No,
Jumping on a bandwagon that they have no clear understanding. It's pure ignorance.
Exactly.
You know something, Courtney? I hope you've got some peace of mind coming on here tonight. And
I've got a better peace of mind, yeah. I'm still receiving a barrage of hate mail and all of that, and that's going to go on for a while.
We stand with you, Courtney, all of it.
And shame on all the people that are hating on a woman that's lost her child. Let's not hope that's not you, you know, because you just don't know.
And we'll keep pushing that petition and pushing it and pushing it.
We will too.
Yeah.
Take care, both of you. Anyway, my thoughts are with you, Courtney, and all the best. And with you,
and with our father, yeah.
Don't let him get to you. Don't let him get you any further down than you already are, because the only way is up, and get that law changed.
Absolutely, I will. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you very much.
Take care, sweetheart.
See you soon.
Fighting for what's right,
my love. Bye
Can I
bye.
say something, Courtney?
Yeah.
Thing with TikTok, you know, you give them an inch, they take a mile, and people they will literally grab onto anything. They're just disgusting people.
Yeah.
It makes me feel ashamed.
Exactly. My grief seems to be their content, so it says more about them than it does me.
Exactly. Like everyone said, you know your relationship with your daughter, you know what you had with her, stuff everyone else, and I speak on behalf of myself and Angie and the cult that we're all here for you. Come in any time if you just want to have a cry or a rant or you want to have a laugh. We're quite crazy in here. It might make you laugh sometimes. And you're more than welcome. We all support you.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Right, my darling.
So, and everyone, don't forget to sign the petition. Give Courtney Courtney a follow. Oh no, Prodigy as well. Follow, guys.
Yeah, follow them.
I got a drop, babe, to do, and Courtney messaged you too, so I have. Listen, we are behind you. Never mind them people. Don't open them emails. They're not worth it. They're not worth your breath, so they're not. But yeah, I'll speak to you all soon, and thank you for having me up.
Send you so much love.
Yeah, well, thank you, Angie. You've been amazing. Thank you so much, sweetheart.
You're welcome. You know what I mean?
Speak to you soon.
Thank you so much.
Take care, my love.
Stay strong.
Yeah.
She looked like she was
Sorry,
gonna
guys, I had to get my food.
She looked like she was going to cry now.
Yeah.
Poor woman, man. Honestly, I can't imagine leaving a child and then having to deal with all that. The way that Michelle spoke to her, I saw the video, I was just like ready to just explain it, Michelle. But
It's like you don't know what to say to you. Do you know what I mean, to the woman?
Because I'm a turn on her because
she's grieving. You know, she'll probably never, get over it. To be honest, it's like hard to know what to say to someone that's getting all this hate. And I just think that anyone should be ashamed of themselves. If you don't want to donate, you don't have to donate. But I think it's still up there. But however, you know what? Please do sign the petition. But keep your opinions to yourself. Keep them to yourself.
I saw personally my brother unalived himself, and I saw what it did to my parents. And from a sister's point of view, I was actually traumatized by it. I can't imagine losing my own child. That would just be the ultimate. And I just
all I'm saying is just keep your opinions to yourself, because this woman shouldn't be getting hate. She's grieving. She shouldn't be getting hate. And so people might say, "Oh, well, she should come off TikTok." But the thing is, she's trying to push a petition. She's trying to, she goes live talking on her daughter, and for this awareness. You know what I mean? It's terrible what people are doing, honestly. And, there's another also a lesson. Go to the person. If you've got a problem with someone and you're thinking, this doesn't seem right, go to the person first before bringing it on TikTok, because you're going to bring all the trolls out. All the trolls are going to come out when you put something out on TikTok, because that's what it's like. People are going to believe everything and anything. You know what I mean? And I just don't like what's been said. Do you know what I mean? Scamming and all this. How do you know? Got evidence of this? No.
And Michelle, the way she went for her, there was no love in that. There was no love in her.
And all I'm saying is, if you don't agree to it, however, there's ways of speaking to someone, especially with someone that's just lost a child. Ways of going around it, man.
When did she lose the child?
I think I don't want to say, because I might have it wrong, but I have been told that
she was shouting at her.
Yeah, I was going to play the video, but I decided not to against playing it.
wrong for them to just bring it up and say that they're not supporting her anymore for all these, because they've heard this and they've heard that, and they think the child should be called by a different name. It was just wrong. But I'm going to drop because it's draining and it's sad. It's really sad.
Yeah, I think we should change the subject.
100%.
Because just for the respect of the mum and the father, guys. So just keep spamming the petition in the comments, and it's up to you if you donate. You know my thoughts on PayPal, not PPs, the GoFundMes and all this. But however, listen, please don't listen to people on this app.
Can I just finish what I was going to say, Angie, and then I won't.
Oh, sorry.
Imagine being that sort of person that you hear about this situation and you think, oh yeah, I'm going to get on that and start screaming and shouting at people. Do you know what? Yeah, I don't know how they sleep at night, but karma is my best friend, and the karma will come and get them.
100% agree.
Yeah, but enough said now. Like Angie said, I just honestly, my heart goes out to her. I cried actually for her. I cried for her. It's just so sad. But she's got us anyway. She'll be okay.
And she's doing it for a good cause as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The GoFundMe for to help other children. You know.
Yeah, and parents that are getting children, that have got children.
I just feel people need to, if you want to donate, that's on you. Do you know what I mean? You have your own mind, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right, well, I'm going to drop. I'll let you get on, Angie.
Okay, thank you. I'm just eating.
Bye,
Sorry.
take care.
Someone is saying WhatsApp. Anyway, we'll drop the subject now because, you know.
What are you eating, Ange?
Wow. I'm actually sickened to what I've just read.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh gosh.
One second, I just want to get a reply. TikTok's crazy. I swear to God, it's crazy.
TikTok's turning so toxic. Do you know, if it just frightens me?
But actually, I can't believe what I'm reading. I can't believe what I'm. Honestly,
can we?
I'm just gonna wait for her to reply. 1 sec.
Okay.
So basically, yeah, certain people have had people in their boxes and to explain how to get a refund.
Oh, hell no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how disgusting. Honestly, do you know what? It just makes me feel sick.
And you know my thoughts on it, guys. I would ask questions if I'm paying with my money. That's me. But it's up to you. Do you know what I mean? You got to do your own research and have your own thoughts. Do you know what I mean? Because there's no way you just can't call someone a scammer and go with no evidence of that. No, you just can't. I can understand if it was afterwards and there was no receipt shown and then we found out but how do you know? No. And you know I don't like GoFundMe, guys, but that's so wrong.
Awful.
Because you're influencing people to, you know what I mean? Listen, I can understand having an opinion on something, but now you're telling people how to get refunds is really bad.
Yeah, certain two people will be on this later on tonight, and
I think Luna as well, apparently.
Really?
That's what my mod said.
Wow. Gosh, it's a bit of a shock, isn't it?
What a disgusting world we live in.
It is, you know, I'm frightened.
Half of them that are saying get a refund have been scammers in the time on here anyway.
It frightens me what the world's coming to, you know.
Yeah. It shows how you can't, it's just, for me, it's like you've got no evidence of this, do you know what I mean?
People are so money hungry that they'll jump on anything and make it massive to get views and get money, and it's just like, oh please.
But it's not my business. Please, guys, if there's PP, I was going to say that petition that's people are putting in the comments. Regardless of your thoughts, guys, please do sign it because it is a very good cause, okay? And that's to bring in a law against bullying. Is it in schools or just bullying in general? I'm not too sure, but please make sure you confirm it with your email.
It's just happening so much now. I hear about it all the time, and it's just awful. Just honestly, I had another case on TikTok today with a girl that unalived herself. She was 25.
Yeah, wow.
The pressure of TikTok. She unalived herself.
Wow.
Wow.
Why was Hayley going for her? Hearsay. I think they heard some hearsay, and she decided to run with it.
She's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
I know, imagine not even talking to her first and just coming on and blabbing your mouth about it.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, the woman is getting hate for it.
It's just uncomprehendable. It's just, honestly.
And she's still going for her now.
But leave her alone. She's lost her child. I can't imagine.
Well, the things that she says will only get worse. Look what she said about that other little girl. She's sick.
What other little girl?
The one that passed away.
Hayley strikes again.
So is Hayley the one that started all this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow. I think so. However you look at it, the lady still lost a child. And I'll keep saying this, there's ways of going around things. There's ways of speaking to people. There's ways of going about things, for fuck's sake. What you're doing is now harassing a woman that's just lost her child. You didn't have to do it like this. Have a bird out of your heart.
I think you're doing something right with her.
The woman is getting called a scammer. She's saying she's transphobic. That's not okay. I hope the woman takes this further. I really do. I really do. And I hope, Hayley, you've got evidence. She's what you're saying.
You know, quite up for tonight, and you handled it really well, and I think that you made her feel like.
Well, you know what I think of GoFundMe's, you know what I mean, and donating PPs, what you call them. You know what I think of them. Do you know what I mean? But however, you got no evidence to be running on what you're running with. You know what I mean? And then exciting all this hate towards a grieving mother and father.
I know, bless him. Did you see him go at the camera? He was so angry.
Yeah. And every right to be angry.
And he was all shouting at her. I'd be angry if I come in from work and I had heard 5 people shouting at my partner. Then we've just been through that.
Yeah. But do you know what I mean, Zayanna? There's ways of dealing with things. Do you know what I mean? Even if those are your opinions, there's ways of going around it. Do you know what I mean? And talking to someone. And first of all, you would surely approach the woman herself.
Exactly. And you would never have said that if you was in front of their face, because you know they would have got you.
Karma. The bad people always land on their feet, you know, which is the sad thing about this. But I really hope I hope she pursues it, and I hope she gets, you know.
I hope Luke's not going to jump on this tomorrow.
Oh no.
I really hope, and I don't know. I just really hope we don't jump on this because they kind of come in, you know, groups, don't they?
They're just disgusting. Then like the click, I just can't stand them.
I think they should. I think if they have those opinions, I think they just should not mention it. I don't think they should bring their opinions to the set. You're not a judge. You're not a real judge. you know, you're none of those. So just maybe if they have the same opinion, keep the opinions to yourself. Do you know what I mean?
You won't know, will he? He'll thrive on it.
Well, I don't think it's not content, is it? You know, this ain't content. This ain't drama. This is none of that. I'm just gonna. Mum, do you want that?
How are you, Sienna? You all right?
I'm all right.
Good, good.
Yes.
You're all right.
Yeah.
Pizza. I can't eat anymore.
I'm fine, thank you.
Oh, guys, I'm just going to go to the loo first.
That's it. Get yourself sorted, Ange, for another couple of hours to sit there.
I treated myself to a Chinese tonight. I thought, why not stop it?
Nice.
Would not be
Cheeky, cheeky.
Oh, it's lovely. I've got like tempura prawns and barbecue spare ribs and
nice
duck and pancakes and stuff. Yeah.
You went all out, got the full works, didn't you?
I did. I spent about 40 quid. Do you know what though? Like, I haven't been out for ages because my health's not been great, and I've currently got the house to myself. My cousin's away; she lives with me, and it's just nice just to have my own space and just sit. I'm sitting in bed eating my dinner. It's lovely.
I did just mute you and unmute you, but please do not advertise other people's lives. If you want to say something, message me and then I'll ask Ange. But
who's advertising, Zayana?
They just asked, someone asked if you could cam to Michelle's
I can cam to. Oh, I can cam to if you want. Do you want me to cam to? I won't. You can. It's only be audio though, guys, because I've got people in the boxes. But we can do it this way. Don't have to see it. Anyway, who am I cam toing?
Yeah, Michelle.
Oh gosh.
Oh, no. Oh.
Said, will you look at what's
I can get between 7,000 and fucking 40,000 fucking views in my stories and my fucking videos. And that story about that wee girl that has been fucking groomed online, and I tried to get her fucking off, and said 1,000. Like, fuck don't fucking care. You actually don't fucking care.
Me.
It is.
But I could post a fucking video of the fucking shit and everybody fucking watches it, but me trying to get a fucking lassie that men are trying to fucking send their money for a Snapchat, nobody fucking cares about it. That was 2 years ago that fucking happened.
You're a mother first, remember. You know what I mean?
She started crying because Alex has wound her up and said that she said that she'd been on the bottle again, and then she pulled out a bottle of water and was like, no, I'm on the water.
People that dislike Michelle are going to look for another reason to put me down and stuff.
I actually don't fucking care.
How do you put in for a refund? Let me tell you something to Willow's mum, if you are listening. Don't refund no one. Please do not refund anyone. It's on them. They donated. Sorry about that. Goodbye. You're not getting your money back.
It's all right. I just...
Oh, she's done it already, yeah. But I think Luna's putting in for a refund.
Just being used as a weapon now.
Other people are putting in for refunds.
What we're trying to do is bring sculptures out and how...
Michelle does this all the time.
Overshadowed now by,
It's automatically refund, so they ain't even got to say or do anything.
And it's fine, right? Because everyone on the app already knows who does what for what reason.
You don't need to see it, guys,
all
do
of
you?
us in this box absolutely dove over there to help as soon as we can because we are all parents. I actually bonded with Courtney because...
What has she done, Hayley Comment? What has she done? Because you have suspicions because she doubled the GoFundMe?
Without my tailor for a day. So I went over there and did what I could. It stayed in my head for days and days and days, every moment. And there was never any maliciousness, any gain in there for me at all, apart from my heart. Same with Michelle, same with Alex, same with Millsy, same with Toxic Dan, Pearl, everyone who...
And you know what I think of GoFundMes? You know that, guys, what I think of GoFundMes. Well, I think this is wrong.
That situation. And to this day, I'd still help another mother tomorrow do exactly the same thing until it come up with otherwise. And it just sucks that the one time we all come together, and it was a really beautiful thing, so much support, so much love, every community coming together, that this is the outcome of it. That's the real sad thing.
Because of you!
And more than that, because the whole app is only just learning that Ollie existed today, because up until now we didn't even know properly about...
Oh my God!
That's the thing, see...
She's really doing my head in, this woman. Keep saying about her gender. It's none of your goddamn business, woman. Well, whether her name's Ollie or he. Listen, he or she, okay? I'm not bothered. A child has gone past. He or she. What's it to do with you? Someone tell me what's it to do with Hayley, please. Yeah? Like I said, legally, she has not changed her name, so it's Willow. What? But why does a mother have to sit in this box and explain? The child's gone. Oh my God. This is doing my head in.
That underlie themselves here in the UK alone.
None of your business.
For bullying. And that's why this petition was so important. It's not
She's done this to many parents, hasn't she? Yes.
Willow is a
Ginger German, I've been one of them.
Or whatever. It's about all those children, all those families that did it. And that's why I felt like that petition
really annoying me.
yesterday was the most important thing. And I'm not sure whether...
And everyone's still putting it in here. Keep
intentional or
sparing the petition,
unintentional
guys.
What's happened. Maybe there's been people saying, do this, do that. And I don't know if it's just all in the moment things have just happened. But it just saddens me that
She
all
won't
of
let me in
the
there.
elements that could have helped a lot of people through the petition and awareness have just been taken over by all this other stuff. And
Because of you! Because of you!
the petition could have really raised awareness. There was thousands of people yesterday
Sorry, guys.
talking about
Sorry.
it, sort of bringing awareness, and like you said, Michelle, gifting and all that sort of stuff. And it just feels like it's overshadowed that memory, which could have really related to people and helped people. And it's just sad that always happens on this app.
Is he alright?
I don't think we should
Is he okay?
overlook that the petition still means something.
It's the person sitting next to you, TJ. They've done this. They went live with it.
Overshadowed by
Yeah, I get it, TJ.
Can I just
Hayley,
sorry,
oh, she's not in there
Alex,
now.
have you seen the posts of Ollie?
Willow! The name's Willow!
So Ollie's been basically
Disrespect
saying,
it for,
that
I
the
swear to
acceptance
God.
part, that has been the main conversation of like the bullying aspects of it. Like, because I just wanted to
Willow's
ask her,
law.
because obviously I'm getting stuff.
That's
like,
what the mum
shouted at in
said. That's
comments
what
and
she
stuff, going,
wants.
Why are you not respecting the mother's wishes by saying Ollie and stuff like? So obviously, just for clarification, because I don't.
The situation is I've been handed a lot of stuff from various members. I don't really want to go into it, but all I'm going to say is I've seen enough evidence, 100% solid evidence, to give me the reason to pull away from it all. You know what I mean? And,
Really? But you don't want to
there's
put
a
it
lot
out
of
there,
other
no?
Stuff that I'm not going to bring to the app because I think it's going to overshadow.
Yeah, of course.
The good of the petition and that poor little child that's lost his life. I don't want to make this whole thing a circus. So for me, if anyone was going to ask me any advice, I'd say please push the petition. Please continue with the petition. Or anything else, I don't want no part of it because that poor little boy, Ollie, is being absolutely, well, I don't know if it's classed as dead naming because it wasn't done legally. However, you've got to respect the child's needs, and the child wanted to be known as Ollie and recognised as Ollie. And we're all going around the app shouting Willow this, Willow that, it's Willow's law, but the child...
No, you respect the parents. You respect the parents. The parents were close to their child. Yeah? That's what you respect. It's Willow. Anyone that calls the child Ollie is block them. It's Willow.
That legal name has to be used. You can't just go in there with a different name to do a petition.
Willow's a legal name. That's what the woman, the mother came on and said. Willow's law.
I'm agreeing with that.
Yeah, and I understand that, mate, right? But then if you're coming on an app and you're talking about the situation, you could then respect the I'm not going into it, you know what I mean? You could
If you don't know, let me tell you, some people are saying, who's Ollie? Huh? What's that, Anna?
On the app, you could say then, but you're going to confuse people because it's Willow's law. Otherwise,
Exactly. It's Willow's law. The reason why it's Willow's law is because legally the child has not changed their name. Right. Let me tell you that basically it's a 14-year-old, and they found out that hadn't transitions, but was I don't know. Was trans.
I think she's actually been
Named Ollie.
That child lost their life over getting bullied because she was the Ollie.
Just
a child.
I've just seen
pictures.
Hiya. I'm watching in the background, see, just to get updated on everything. But for the gentleman who's speaking, Alex. So, Alex, sweetheart, okay, I understand what you're saying, and I'm not going to sit and have a debate about this, okay? But what I want to make clear is literally, this is Willow's law because of her legal name, okay? This isn't about respecting or disrespecting. I'm going to make it clear, okay? She was literally figuring things out. She hadn't fully 100% decided, okay? So I just want people to just stop trying to speak as if they're her parent. This is my daughter and my partner's daughter. She's not for anybody else to be speaking of as if they're speaking for her. It's not a manner of respect. It is a manner of trying to understand this is a legal thing. And just for clarification, okay, for anyone who is questioning, right there, see it for yourself, right here, there, yeah? So it's not a manner of me not respecting her, because I do, but she's my child, and nobody else has the rights to question this. Not one single one of you. All right? I am watching in the background. I can see it, and I am going to keep clarifying this for as long as it takes. But for anyone who is not her parent, nobody has that right. This is my child, okay? And that's as simple as that. And I will also state as well, we've got it here, right there, on a blanket, okay? But I'm also going to say that some of you big content creators have been pushing this out there. You've been pushing the petition. You've been pushing my lives. You were all up and supportive until someone mentioned the word scam.
I don't even know where that's coming from.
Claire, clarify that. Where's the proof? Yeah.
Apparently there's proof, but where's the proof?
Yeah, where's the proof? Go on, show me.
I'd like to see it as well, because
I want to see it.
You've seen it 100%.
Yeah, all of you big creators, Hayley, Alex, the lot of you, anyone who is currently in those joint lives that all are also being recorded, not one of you had a problem when you first joined the live and started pushing it out there, including the GFM. Not one of you. Not a single bloody one of you. So do you do this with most of the people that you try and support, you know, just throw them under the bus once your content started to get a bit affected? Or do you just love trying to attack people? Because in my mind, Angie's not the clout chaser, you are.
Yeah.
And every single one of you are quite happy to talk to Angie about this, but you're also okay to sit there and slag her off behind her back.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Not one single one of you have got any evidence of anything. You're just sitting there pushing for content. And guess what? You want to sit and say, I'm using my dead daughter. You lot are using her for your content, and that makes you sick.
Yeah. I mean,
the lot of you.
For example, like Seeley posting crime stuff, yeah? What she's doing is fucking criminal.
Yeah.
It's criminal.
It's malicious content. It's also bordering on harassment. So I think every single one of you in those boxes right this very second slagging me off, doing the cam twos on both this live and the rest of them, you want to be very careful what you're doing, because that is some criminal stuff right fucking there. And I'm going to call that out every single time. The lot of you. Don't you dare come and attack me. It is ridiculous. And you can all use this for your content as well and take the piss, but you know.
Yeah. I've just seen some. I'm not going to repeat it. I've just seen some of these messages that people have been stating, and it is quite horrific what a couple of creators are saying. I'm not going to say it to you, Courtney, because it is very upsetting. But I'm actually quite shocked by what some of these big creators are saying. Wow.
You know, it just shows why, again, this law, they're just pushing this law even more, the reason why it needs to exist. It speaks for itself, you know, sitting there, picking on a grieving bunch of parents, making up accusations, lying, being like a pack of wolves. It says more about you lot than it does actually us. We're defending our child's name. End of.
Yeah. Someone has said, can you please put up have you got the GoFundMe up?
No, we're not going to be going through that again, because I'll tell you something, when this first started kicking off today, I haven't felt that angry since I found my child. I have never felt like that since. And tonight has pushed some new boundaries for me. So just to prove a point out there and you know, keep our integrity. We're not going to be having any donations. We're going to keep pushing our own way and go about it. We don't need these big content creators. And you know, we're just going to keep going about it the right route. You know, we don't need any of this drama. You know, people, these big content creators, all of that, they're dragging my child through the mud. And I'm not having it, so, you know.
Can I ask some questions?
It depends on what the questions are, sweet.
So, first of all, sorry about your child, but I've got a few questions, yeah. Obviously, I'm not going to bug you to answer them. You don't have to answer them if you don't want to. So, my first question is, who said it was a scam?
We don't know.
That's the problem, sweetheart. We actually don't know.
It wasn't none of us, like, or none of the creators.
Yeah, I've heard it, Torian, where people.
No, but by who, Angie? By the comments? Wait, by the comments or a creator?
No. I've heard it from Hayley's mouth that there's red flag, and Hayley's comment is red flags and all these kind of things.
No, but did she say it was a scam? Because I thought. Did she say that this whole thing was a scam?
Listen, whether she said that word, I will go back on the videos. But however, she was implying that.
Okay.
That's the impression I got. My second question is
obviously
apparently she did say that word. People are saying, I don't know if that's true.
Okay, fair enough. My second question to you, Courtney, is that you said that basically the reason why the GoFundMe got upped is because big content creators was also telling you to do so. So
yes, we had a content creator, absolutely.
Pardon?
Let him speak.
What did you? No, I didn't hear. What did you say? Sorry.
So yes, we had a content creator that had mentioned that, absolutely, and then we had multiple people stating this.
No, but
and the fact that we're being questioned on it.
1 second, because when the whole GoFundMe thing came up, you said that it was big creators that told you to up the money on the GoFundMe. So it was just. So are you saying that's not what it is? Because I just want to know what big creators...
This is like questioning them.
No, it's not the right question. That's not what this is about. This is literally about the fact that this is being dragged through the mud.
Can I please just see my part, please?
Go for it, Deets.
I don't want to say anything question, please, because she's lost a child. I don't think it's right. We're not. Are you a judge?
No,
Deets is one of my friends.
I'm Courtney's mod.
I'm not a judge, no, but
sorry,
I just...
No, I'm not talking to you, Deets, though.
She was talking to me, mate.
Yeah, apparently you've been sent over by some of the big creators from what I'm reading in the comments. So
who, me?
Yeah, apparently that's what I'm seeing in the comments.
Big creator, darling. I don't get sent over by nobody. I'm Torian, love.
Right. Anyway, so this lady here, she has only ever.
Thank you, because the echo was terrible.
That is their mod, Angie.
Yeah, that is my mod.
That is the mod.
I just feel like because do you know what it is, Courtney? I don't know how long you've been on TikTok for or whatever, yeah. And like I said, I'm not saying you're a liar. I don't think no one's actually called you a liar, to be honest, from what I've seen.
But I've seen it for myself. It's everywhere, sweetheart.
No one's viewing it.
You're implying it.
My thing is, let me just let Deet speak because I think he wants to get something out.
Thank you.
Go on.
Yeah, I actually do, because this poor woman, yeah, right, I've been there from day one. This lady's never asked anyone for a gift. She's never asked anyone for no donations. You know what she has asked for? She has asked people to tap and share her lives out, yeah? And more importantly, she's always asked you to sign the petition, right? She's not doing this for her kid. Sadly, her kid is no longer with her, okay? She's doing this for your children, for my nephews. You know, she ain't doing this for nobody else. She's not doing this for her child, right? And tonight, right, I've been there from day one. I've sat in her lives when she's had only 10 people watching, 9 people watching, 8 people watching. And because suddenly all these big influencers has got on the scene and they don't know her full story, they jump on it. They hear little things and they take it. It's like Chinese whispers. And then by the end of it, it's all fake and it's all made up. No one ever has the balls to go to the person and ask them out, right? They just like to talk and create drama. But the sick thing is, this is not for drama. This is this lady's real life. Her kid got bullied relentlessly for 4 years to the point where she couldn't take it anymore. And yous are taking it and twisting the narrative, trying to make it out as if Courtney needs to do this to scam people to get money. You're saying that no one said that she's a scammer, but you're implying it. You're trying to be smart and it don't work. Yeah. I've clocked it. You're trying to be smart, right? It's not working, okay?
Me, I haven't.
This poor lady, listen, this poor lady's gone for enough. She was the one that
I haven't implied anything.
She was the one. You have, of course you have.
No, all I've done is ask.
If you weren't implying
excuse me, sir. Can you not shout at me? All I've done is ask 2 questions. I haven't implied anything. I haven't accused her of anything. I haven't done it.
I just don't feel she should be questions like.
I haven't implied. This is the problem.
Listen, this lady's never asked for anything.
Scared. No, shut up, Deets, for a sec, because you're doing my nutting now. Because you're talking to me
No,
very
listen, you've been
disrespectfully,
randy
and I haven't been
for like 2
disrespectful to you.
minutes.
So just calm down.
Listen, you've been hella disrespectful to that woman right next to you in the box. And it's not me that you need to say sorry to. I don't care. I don't care for you. I don't care for you, right?
I'm
sure you have. Because this lady's now on here.
But I would say we should be respectful for the fact that this lady's lost a child.
Stop muting me because I'm not being disrespectful. He's the one that's come up shouting at me. All I've asked him to do, you can talk, but don't raise your voice.
That shouting disrespectful, but you don't think
I haven't
But
been
you don't think
disrespectful. I
that
didn't
your
even let you speak.
actions.
You came in
So
talking
you.
over me.
This ain't about
You didn't
me.
even let me finish
This
what
ain't
I'm
about
saying.
me.
Please let this
This ain't
guy
about
speak
me.
first. Please let him speak first.
This poor
Please let him
woman.
speak.
Right, please listen. This
He
poor
knows.
woman has never asked for anything. All she's ever asked is for people to
Yeah, you've said it.
listen. She's
You're
only
repeating
wanted to
yourself.
raise awareness.
You're
Right, so
repeating yourself.
right, I know because people
All
like
right, we've
you,
heard you.
it needs
So
to
let me
right. Well, you need to
respond.
listen.
I've
You
listened.
need
I'm
to
not listening no
listen.
more. Let me.
Well, then say sorry. Say sorry.
Don't worry,
People,
dudes.
man.
Don't you worry, sweet. You've been there from the beginning. I know what you're trying to say,
I think you
sweetheart.
sound like you're shouting because you got a microphone, ain't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, no, I was sorry. I rated them because you know what? I know that the only thing that's going to upset Courtney the most about this, it ain't about people thinking that she's a scammer. It ain't about this. Ain't about the refunds. It's about people who think that she's low enough to use her daughter's death for this. That's what she's going to be most upset about. And today, if anyone knew Courtney and knew the situation, she had a letter today about what actually happened to her daughter. And she's sorry, Courtney, for telling them. And she had to read all that. So she's had a really heavy day anyway, yeah? And then all of this tonight. Because people jump on something, they hear one thing, and that's it, drama. They love it. And it's unfair. Sorry, I'm really sorry that I got her rated.
Hello.
But
Yeah.
I
No,
really care
that's
about
fine.
Courtney.
Yeah. Hello, Corey.
I'm confused, Courtney. Why did you block me?
Because at the moment, I've got a lot of massive content creators spamming me, slamming me, doing all of this stuff, and I'm having trouble finding out which one it is that I can actually trust right now. I don't know what is what. So right now, to protect my own peace, what I'm doing is I'm just, all the big creators right now, I'm just trying to keep away from, because I'm going through enough it is, and I'm trying to protect my own peace and clear all of this up. There's nothing against you personally.
Right.
Corey hasn't said anything, no.
I don't know what I can and can't trust.
And I'm a bit
Corey hasn't
confused
said anything, by the way.
on who said what and what this all is. I think what, from what I can gather, is everyone just wants to push the petition itself and nothing to do with the GoFundMe, because obviously we don't know where it's going, or you haven't been clear, or somebody has said something, or
I've been
whatever
so
it is.
clear. I have been so clear. The GoFundMe was literally set up for the podcast. And once we had got the equipment that we needed to start setting it up, we would have been showing receipts. We would have been showing exactly what it is that we had got. And to be quite honest with you, anything that was left over was going to go to another charity anyway. That is literally what I had planned with it. But just to clear that up and to try and protect my own integrity, I've literally refunded it. I've issued a refund. We posted the email of that. So if people that have donated have to request it or whatever, we've already literally clicked that refund button and
Well,
we
there's
put the
nothing more you
proof
can
up.
do then, is there? There's nothing more you can do. In all fairness, in the other lives, right, all they're literally saying is everyone go and sign the petition, but in regards to the money, we're not promoting that. That's all that's
not
happened,
what I've
really.
seen. That is not what I've been seeing. I've been sat here for the
I
last
don't know about
couple
the
of hours
start, I won't lie, I was
different.
sleeping. I won't lie, I was sleeping. I literally woke up to my phone going ting, 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 ting. So then I was like, what the fuck? And then you blocked me, and I was like, hold on, you already messaged me yesterday.
Yeah, I'm literally having trouble on who I can trust and who I can't trust at this moment.
It's all right. It's all right. You're bound to be paranoid, and you like fucking hell. Being on the receiving end of a TikTok hate campaign is hard for anybody.
Absolutely. I mean, I appreciate you coming here and saying that. But, you know, from what I have seen and from what I've been spammed with from other people watching these things, there is one massive hate campaign, and it's disgusting, to be quite honest with you.
Can I say something, Courtney? But I don't know if it's I don't know if it's going to upset you. I think what a couple of people are saying, it will get out there, is that your child and a lot. It doesn't matter.
Hi, Angie. I'm really sorry.
I just don't want to speak.
Courtney thing, but I am so angry at the moment. I've just been ghost watching a live, and Angie, you've been dragged over this app numerous times for mentioning children.
Yeah.
And they are talking about this poor child, how they've got into Willow's Facebook and has gone through it. It is fucking disgusting.
You what?
What?
They're putting pictures in someone's Discord.
Right. Well,
of the child.
they're what they're doing there. They're breaking the law. I'm going to have them over that because they don't have the rights to go onto my child's Facebook and my child's social.
Whose
How
life is
fucking
that
sick
in
are
They're
they?
taking the pictures off there as well and putting.
Yeah, they're taking the pictures off.
Right, well, there you go.
Nikki, whose life is
They
that
can
in?
all be sat there with a nice fucking lawsuit then in that case, because to be quite honest with you, that there is breaking a lot of fucking laws. I have not given permission for them to go and use my daughter's pictures. So for any of you cunts that are watching that, you can get that off right now.
I was ghost watching it. I saw it.
Whose life is that in, Nick?
It was Michelle's. I'm not
yeah,
sure.
Michelle's.
I haven't seen it, by the way, but I'm just.
No, I was ghost watching it, Angie, and they were.
And what they say, basically, some people are
They've
saying
been-
is that the child did what they did because it wasn't accepted. And yeah.
But they've gone through your
So I
daughter's
don't know whether to
Facebook.
say he or she, so I'm just.
Well,
don't worry. Don't worry about that.
Just trying to keep it respectful.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking. I'm just so angry that so many people get dragged on this app, and then they've got the cheek to sit there saying they've gone through a child's Facebook who's unalived themselves, and are using posts and pictures out of that Facebook. That's the most disgusting thing I've ever
It is. I've not
seen.
given permission for that. I've not been given them permission from that at all, and I'm her guardian and parent. So to be quite honest with you, they are committing a lot of fucking problems. That
really
is
sorry to
just
say it.
sick.
I'm just sorry to come up and say it, but it is. I am so
It's
angry
a public
about it.
platform, mind, right? I just want to get that clear. But
And it's
number
a
one,
child's account,
is that-
Pauline.
yeah. But this is all going too far now. This is just going a bit wild.
It's
disgusting. Yeah, but the thing is, though, Corey, it could actually come under doxing. And let me tell you why. Because if you're literally looking at someone's Facebook and you're trying to find information, it could be classed as harassment.
Yeah, I'm going to have a look at that because I can set that up private.
What you're doing is you're going on Facebook, looking up this girl's profile, this woman's, and then you're bringing it to another app to show everybody. It could be classed as harassment. And I would say that it's harassment.
It's a child. Do you
It's
remember
it's not so much that, Nikki. It will be classed as harassment.
Hold on.
You're doing it to harass this lady. That's lost
Are
a
you
child.
saying that in Michelle's live now that they've shown that, or they've just discussed it?
They've discussed it.
Right, so they haven't shown anything. They've just discussed that they did.
Well, I
Or
haven't seen
potentially
the
have done.
Posted it in people's Discord.
Yeah, it's in
Who's Discord? Because I'm in everybody's. Who's Discord? And I'll look.
Well, have a look who's in there, Corey, and you'll see for yourself.
I need names because I'll be taking this much further if that's the case, and I've got access to her Facebook. So this is absolutely just. If it is true, then it's sick. It's disgusting, and if it's being used for content like drama and stuff like that, again, it just needs to stop. It's not okay.
I didn't personally see them show anything, but to even mention and going into a child's account and getting posts off it is absolutely disgusting. It's the worst thing I've ever heard. I'm really sorry to bring it up.
I'm
Courtney, but
happy
it's
to send
emotional.
you them all anyway because I'm getting them come in. Not any pictures. I'm not getting any of that. No, nobody will send me that. Just comments of what people have said.
Ros reads, I'm not stirring the pot. I've come in because it's disgusting. How dare they go into a child's account? At the end of the day, it's a minor.
Is that child's account though, Nikki, or is it Courtney's account?
No, it was.
It was off. It was off the mother's page. Alicia's just texted me. It was off the mother's page. So
That's
Courtney,
harassment,
your
Corey.
page
It's
directly.
harassment. You're harassing this lady that's lost a child because you're literally looking at her on Facebook, regardless of whether it's public or not, bringing it to TikTok to harass the woman. It is, honestly. You don't believe it is.
But she haven't brought it to TikTok. She haven't brought it to TikTok. It was off Courtney's page directly. Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't posted anyway.
Courtney, I just feel for you. I really do.
Yeah, Alicia just wanted to
you're
prove.
literally looking. You're digging into this woman's private, not in case on public, but you're digging into information.
All Alicia wanted to prove was the fact that Courtney yourself, that you referred to your to your baby as Ollie because you had posted it her as Ollie.
Yeah, so what that is that that's obviously respecting Willow in herself as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is no invalidating of what my daughter was going through in regards to this, but she hadn't fully decided yet either. And I just want to, again, make it clear right there, Willow and Ollie, we're not disrespecting her. It's on a cushion. We've got it on a bloody blanket,
Yeah, Corey, the child hasn't legally changed the name, so the name will be still Willow. On the death certificate, it'll be Willow, okay? So it's Willow's law, not Ollie's law, because that's the
it's even
legal
Willow
name,
on her own.
Willow is the legal name, man. What aren't people getting?
It's her daughter. nobody should be discussing
No, I don't even like discussing this. This is terrible.
We can't have an opinion about it. It's not our opinion.
Put Ollie's law because the child hadn't legally changed the name. You can't put Ollie's law. Legally, the child was Willow.
And people assuming that she wanted that. She hadn't fully decided yet. We had spoken about it, but she wasn't 100%. And nobody else has the rights to even question this. It's not your child. It's not your business. So get off my back, yeah?
Yeah.
I just feel for you so much, love. I really do. I just can't imagine what you're going through. And this TikTok business, absolutely disgrace.
And can I also just say, because some people are saying that the reason why your child did it is because the child wasn't accepted. But however, a child is a child. If I had a child, and you can all agree with me, guys, it's only 14 and 15. They don't know what they want in life at that age.
No.
We've had these debates and discussions on the trans community to say that it's not okay for a child to make up their mind to say this is what I want to be until they're a lot older. We've had these conversations.
And not just that, she had gone through many different names. All right, it wasn't just Ollie. She had chose Eva. She chose different names. She wasn't always fully set. She was changing a lot and trying to find out who she was.
Can I just say, Courtney, I'm not saying you had an issue with it. Please don't think I'm saying you have an issue. Even if a mother did have an issue, do you know how many parents that would have an issue with that? I'm not saying you did, Courtney. I'm just talking about in general. Do you know parents that might have an issue with their child saying, I want to be a boy at such a young age? They may say, listen, I don't want you getting bullied at school. You're too young to decide. You're only 14. It does not. The child's still gone though, regardless, man, of what's happened in the household. I'm not saying anything did, but do you know what I mean? Well, regardless of what was said, I'd be the same if I had a child. Be like, you're 14. You don't know what you want in life. Does not mean even if a mother didn't accept it. It doesn't matter even if a parent didn't accept it, man. A lot of parents wouldn't accept it, and you know that.
I think a lot of this is very miscommunications. Like even Alicia's intentions are being misconstrued as well.
No, it's not.
Well, it is. If you give her a chance. If you give her a chance to speak, then you would understand that this is all being misconstrued. There's too many lives going on. There's too many people thinking that they know something and they don't know something. The truth is, the only person that knows is sat with you right now, Angie. No offence. Courtney.
Did you hear the way that Courtney was treated tonight in the box?
I haven't heard it all, no.
And
I
how
haven't.
she was screamed at in her face.
Awful, wasn't it?
And all the comments having a go at Courtney, saying that she's not allowed to call her daughter Willow. That she should.
I just want to make it clear as well that I had actually stated a few times on live when asked if Willow had socials. I said yes. And I was asked for those details. And I've said no, because I wanted to keep her socials private. It's not for anybody else to see. It's mine, for me to see.
At the end of the day, you supported your daughter in her journey. And I really, respect you for that. And, she chose to be a boy or a girl. You respected her wishes. And people
exactly. I couldn't care if she was an alien or anything like that. I respected everything that she chose. And for just to get clarification for those saying in the comments there that, it was my partner who screamed first. Could you imagine finding out while you're at work what is actually going on, seeing what was actually happening? You're damn right he came home angry. He was protecting Willow and he was protecting me. And I'm also aware people are saying he's not even the dad. He's her stepdad. Get used to it.
I would have done the same, Courtney. And Courtney, can I just say firstly, sorry for your loss, but this has all, the way this has been spun to make it up about a trans issue and stuff like that, Hayley kept comparing it to Brianna Jai, the case with Brianna Jai. Comparing it to that, I don't even know why that comparison was even made. Okay, they're completely two different cases, two different reasons, and all of that. And the fact that they seem to be pushing this narrative about the whole trans issue and making it all about the trans. I don't know why they're doing that. It's why
does it matter anymore, guys? Does that really matter anymore?
It doesn't, but the fact is, and they keep doing this. They keep her mentioning in Michelle's live. Oh, well, what about Brianna Jai? If we didn't call her Brianna? This had nothing to do with her.
Angry guy, you were just in there trying to get Taurine in you. So why are you shit stirring in you now?
What do you mean I'm a shit stirring? I didn't.
You were just in Michelle's begging Tori
Can I
to
just
come
say
in
one
and
more
question
thing? Can I
Courtney.
just say one more thing, right?
I never said anything about Torian coming in here.
One sec, hungry. But can I just say one thing, right? And this is about accepting someone that's trans. And I'm not saying this is you, Courtney. I'm saying in general, right? Because this has really bothered me. There was a family that didn't accept parents, didn't accept a child that was gay, right? And he unfortunately was 17 and unalived himself. You know how that made their parents feel? They go to Pride. They go to was it Pride Month or Pride Year, whatever they call it, every year. Every year they go to that. Do you know how those parents feel? I'm not saying this is Courtney, but this is really important. You know, the child is not here anymore. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And you want to sit there saying, what's wrong that you don't accept it? Do you know how many parents that don't accept kind of not talking about someone that's gay, but that's someone that's trans at such an early age? And I'm not saying this is Courtney, but that's kind of bothered me a little bit as well. Because
I keep seeing in the comments here about my partner, right? Just, will you listen, guys? For those in the comments keep saying it, yeah, in black and white terms, I'm speaking plain English. I've known him for over, just hitting actually 3 years now. And yes, he was in Willow's life for just over a year. He hasn't been in my life a month. He's not been in Willow's life 2 minutes, okay? He's been in her life for over a year. And can we just recognise the fact that he's now got the rest of his life without her?
Yeah.
I've muted and blocked.
Even if he was in her life for 2 minutes, who cares? He was still in her life.
He's known her since she was 12 as well. We hadn't gotten together when she was 12, but he has known her since she was 12 years old. So people stop making your assumptions. Okay, it's sick.
Courtney, can I just say to you, I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
I am. Do you know what? It's heartbreaking, and I went through it with my daughter, and thank God I've still got her. That's all. But it was horrendous, and I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
And the next thing I wanted to say was, you carried your child, you birthed your child, and you raised your child. And how you want to refer to your child is up to you.
Yeah.
And nobody else has got a right to tell you how to refer to your child and what to call your child. Because at 14 years old, Willow might have thought she wanted to become Ollie, but that's not to say that at 18 years old, she might have decided she really did still want to be Willow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We've had these discussions, haven't we, Scouts? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And can I just ask you, Courtney, you know, before that live went on before, where it all started getting spoken about, did anybody go to you?
No, not one of them. Not a single one of them lot that have been doing what they've done tonight have come to me and asked me. Not one.
So they've just put two and two together, and
they've just done this. They've blown this out of proportion. And what I find absolutely beyond incredible is how they're all currently, even right now, sat there talking about this as if they're innocent. You lot started this.
Scouts come in, they had people in the boxes explaining how to get refunds for the GoFundMe.
I think, honest to God, I mean, as if you're not going through enough. I can't even begin to imagine. Your daughter was like, I've got an 11-year-old granddaughter. Do you know what I mean? And it's just the thought of it. It's unbearable.
I mean, if they came on and spoken to me about it, and we could discuss this and clear some shit up without me being
that's what I think should have happened. There should have been a discussion between everybody and you, either off the app or I wouldn't have said off on the app. Yeah. It would have been a phone call, and then everyone could have just got to the bottom of what it was.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Angie. I don't know, my love. I don't know.
What else is disgusting
is the fact that now that they know they're in the wrong and they've realised how they're looking in this situation, they're now tearing this woman's life apart. How long have you been with your partner? Let's get on a Facebook, see what we can find there to pick on
They're
her about.
nitpicking.
Let's do this, let's do that. And they're trying to find any shred of justification to say, well, this is why we've done it. Because this, and that's why they're holding on to this trans thing and saying, oh, she didn't use the right names, the right pronouns. They're trying to use anything to justify why they've done this. And I hope all of you listening, I hope you're all ashamed of yourselves.
I will also
Every single
say to
one
you,
of you.
Courtney, my husband came into my kids' lives when they were 10 and 15. And we were together 16 years. He passed away 2 years ago.
I'm so sorry.
But, thank you. But he was their dad. He was their dad. From when he stepped into their lives, he stepped up to the plate.
Angie, look at your WhatsApp for me, please.
So it doesn't matter if it's been a year.
Yeah.
If he stepped up to the plate, then he is doing a good job. Do you
Just
know what I
actually
mean?
read them. Don't scan through them. Just read them what I sent you.
But I also want to say, and I'll drop down after this in case someone else wants the box, but I also want to say that your daughter's picture has been put into a Discord. It has been put into a Discord.
I want to be very careful what I'm about to do with that, because that's without my permission. And that's a child.
It's been taken, from what I can gather, it's been taken off your profile and it's been put into a Discord. It's been put into Alex Brigham's Discord and it was put in there by Alicia.
Right.
And Alex, if you are watching this, stop calling the child Ollie. Okay? If it's Willow, then it's Willow. Okay? Stop calling it Ollie.
Yeah.
Spraying all the stuff.
If you want to speak to me about that, Courtney, you feel free to send me a private message on this account.
No, I'm going to be dealing with this, because to go onto my socials and grab a picture of my child without my permission.
To take your child's picture.
Who did that, Scales?
Alicia, apparently.
Took the picture off Courtney's profile and posted it in Alex Brigham's Discord.
Courtney, don't let this deter you from what
I'm not going to. It's literally fueling me.
Like, I know what is happening.
Me. That's disgusting. What the hell is wrong with her?
Well, they were talking about Angie. That's why I got so angry.
Sorry, I was just because Corey was saying, look at your WhatsApp.
Yeah, that's why I was so mad, because they were on about this photo.
Oh, yeah, but I thought it was just they were just saying things. I didn't know they actually put a photo in.
Yes, she did. And with all due respect, Courtney, I don't want to upset you anymore, but this is a deceased child.
Yeah.
That picture's being put into that Discord.
There is no picture of my child deceased.
Oh no,
but she's deceased now.
Put the picture in the Discord.
She's deceased now, is what I'm saying. You know, so it makes it even more disrespectful, in my opinion.
I
must be very, very careful.
I'm really shocked.
Courtney,
It just shows the sickening depravity of some people, and these are people that a lot of other people on here follow. It's disgusting.
And
it is. It really is.
This is all to prove the difference between whether your child was Willow or Ollie.
Someone send me a picture of this, please. I want to see chat. I want to see the picture. I want to see the words that are being said with this, please.
Yeah.
They're trying to find something to justify what they've done. So they thought if they can prove that you didn't respect Willow's pronouns and you didn't respect if she wanted to transition, they've tried to think they can basically angle in on that. So they've gone on your Facebook to try and find you basically not respecting that. And that's what they've tried to prove. That's exactly what they've tried to prove, because they've realised how disgusting they look. And they need to find some justification, or they need to make you look like a wrong'un. They need to find something
they'll
wrong
do anything
with
to
you.
do that.
They need something wrong with you to justify what they've done. The sickos, a lot of them.
Angie, can I send this to you on Instagram, Ange, and then you can send it to
No,
Courtney.
I am actually looking. People are sending me all the stuff, what people are putting up and stuff.
Yeah.
But do you know,
just really
too, that's
hope you're
given the
okay. I'm
impression that
shaking,
she's
and it's not
contributed
even
to
my
this.
child. Just
Well, I
it's
think the best thing that
disgusting.
we can do now is just not give them any more fuel for the fire in it. You know, whatever they're going to say, okay, I'll say it now just for clarification. You know, the Discord stuff, send me that. Anything else that is being said or shared, don't send it me. Because what I'm going to end up doing is I am going to end up going around in circles with this, and I need to protect my peace because this is sick. This isn't about them. This is about my child and this petition, and I'm going to keep pushing for that. So, to be quite honest with you, anyone who is enjoying their content in regards to this and trying to rip me to shreds in this regard, you're just as bad as them. That's all I'm going to say there. Anyone who is supporting this, that is feeding this, that is fueling it, any of that, it says more about them than it does me, to be honest. So I've said what I've needed to say. I've got it out there, what the GFM was for, what my goal is. I've put it out there, and that is all that's needed. But anything else in regards to using my child's pictures without my consent, I'll have
I
them
knew
for
this app is toxic, but this just takes it to a whole new
It's
level.
a lower low.
Whole new level.
It's a lower low. But I'm going to drop down, Courtney. You're in me thoughts and you're in me prayers, and I will get this sent across to Angie, and she'll get it sent to you. Okay?
Brilliant. Cheers, guys. I'm going to head off anyway and get this shit sorted.
Take care, my darling. We're always here for
I'm
you.
gonna drop as well. Courtney, I stand with you and be strong, okay?
Thank you, guys.
Take care. Bye bye.
Courtney, can try lock your Facebook down so nobody else can get into
I will
it.
be. I'm literally sorting it all out now, guys, so I'll speak to you soon.
Big
hugs. Darling, take
The
care.
biggest
Yeah?
trolls are the creators.
I can't believe all this. You know that? Honestly, I feel like going round to everyone.
What do you think, Corey?
I still haven't managed to catch up with it all, but I might have to go and catch up with it all and then see what the fuck's
Well,
going on
you
here.
saw what Alicia said, right?
I saw what Alicia said. I saw some of Hayley comments live, and then I dropped out of the box because I was really angry at that point. And then obviously I haven't had a chance to speak to Hayley privately yet, or Alex. I went into Michelle's live. Ziana, what you said about her was bang out of order, but we'll argue another day.
I only stated a fact, and then she come for me, so I went back at her.
As I said, we'll argue another day, not tonight.
I stated a fact, and the fact was true.
We'll argue another day.
I said she shouldn't be gifting, and she shouldn't
I
be
said
learning
we'll argue
about that.
another
She
day,
should
for
be
God's
learning
sake,
about
stop.
what DG said about her when she gives him so much money.
Oh my God, shut up. But yeah, my head's kerfuffled. I don't, like, there's so many different things. You know, like when you drop in people's lives at different times, there's so many different things being spoken about. Do you know what I mean? So then you don't know, you don't know what you're catching on to. But I'll get to the bottom of it. I'll have a call with Alex now and I'll see what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, Corey, well, you know me and you don't see eye to eye at all. But you will have the perspective because you've been around something like that has happened like this when you were younger.
Yeah.
And you know from the mother's perspective of how...
Bro, I was raising money for her, right? And then I was told it was a scam, and then it wasn't a scam. And then I went ahead and I told all my followers, look, I'm really sorry I was promoting this, and it turned out it's a scam, and all of it is just like, whoa. Like genuinely. And then but I've requested a refund and everything because 1 minute it was a scam, next minute, you know, we just didn't know where the money was going. I'm just confused.
No, but what I'm trying to point out is that you will have a perspective because you've been around and you've seen people like that. I don't want to go into too much detail. I don't want to go into too much detail because that's your private life of TikTok, but you know what I'm going on about.
Yeah. No, in regards to Alicia's side, Alicia WhatsApps me when I'm in the box. I forwarded all of that over to Angie so Angie could look at it. And then obviously Angie's not going to put her in the box because the mother's in here, do you know what I mean? So, but Angie has seen everything that I saw. I will protect the clique. I'm not in the fucking clique, Anne. Shut up. I'm not protecting nobody. If Alex has done wrong, Alex will come on and say he's done wrong. Why am I protecting Alex? I don't need to.
I just got to say, whoever's went onto that mother's Facebook and
sorry, Johnny, 2 seconds, bro. And all of you going, oh, you should have just asked Courtney directly. I couldn't. She blocked me. Duh. She just said, "Oh, I blocked you because I didn't know who was going against me and all that stuff." That's fine, no problem. So I couldn't go directly to her, could I? Duh.
Yeah.
Sorry, Johnny, carry on, bro.
The Facebook is the lowest of the low. If someone's done that and went on, do you not think this mother's gone through enough? I think she's a brave woman sitting on this platform explaining her loss and then having to go into detail about her child as well. She doesn't need to explain any of this to any of us. And for people on this app making it all out to be because her child didn't know about the transition and all, it's nothing about the transition. It's about the bullying. Why don't people just stick to that? Look what the app has turned out. It's now just bullying this single woman. And I don't mean single as in not having a partner. I mean the woman.
Didn't accept it, the child was 14, 15, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a child regardless.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Even if their family didn't, imagine the family, how they would feel. You know what I mean?
But just before we carry on with this now, right, we need to get to the facts of everything, which obviously Courtney's mother has discussed, but we need to get the facts then from the other live also. I'm not doubting what Nikki is saying, but obviously I got Alicia WhatsApp me going, it wasn't from Facebook, I got her off TikTok. So again, there seems to be loads of miscommunications, and I don't want to keep on pushing this.
Oh, what the
yeah, if you look at your WhatsApp, I've just sent it to you.
Right.
Story they were actually saying.
But I mean, taking the photograph and putting it into...
They haven't put it anywhere, though. I've looked through Alicia's Discord, they haven't put it anywhere. I've sent Angela Alicia's Discord. Like obviously, Nikki, you're watching lives. You're listening to this live as well. So we need to right. Let's just stop. Let's just get to the dog's dick of everything now, right? A young girl has lost her life. Loads of people have come on now and said and added bits to the story. Trolls have gone in, or people have said this, that, and the other. The mother has said what she had said, right? And in this box right now, you've all heard it. And then obviously there's other boxes that I've been in. I've been in their lives, but I haven't watched everything. Let's just stick to facts and not fiction. Let's get everything down on paper first, or not on paper, just so then everybody knows what's going on.
But at the end of the day,
because otherwise we're peddling, and now Alicia's going to go live tomorrow and have a pop at Angie, and then it's going to be peddling even further. And I don't want Angie doing that and going into an argument with Alicia because it's not needed. And I don't want Alex dragged if he haven't done anything wrong, and vice versa with Michelle. I don't want Angie dragged because she's done something wrong or she said something wrong. Nobody needs to be dragged here.
Well, start off on the FYP line that was on in Pearl's box. And then that'll be the beginning of what's going on tonight.
I didn't catch Pearls. I was sleeping at that point.
I'll let you in.
Yeah, that's what it started off tonight.
I'm fuming.
Torin, I just didn't know.
No,
Crazy Mary, you still follow me. Shut up.
No, he was disrespectful to me, Auntie Angela, and you dropped me.
No, it's just because they're questions you're asking her.
Sometimes you lot are just scared of the truth.
Okay.
I don't.
Torin, one sec. I'm not scared of the truth. You know me. I would ask the questions. I'll come out with it. But however, I just feel you've got to be a bit respectful. Because she's lost a child.
Angie, I will leave this in your capable hands, my love. Okay.
But at the end of the day, I feel
I'll WhatsApp you with anything I get, right, Ange?
And none of us know the full story. The only one that knows the full story about this is the mother. But she's the one that's lost her child.
But
she knows the full
story. The child's gone.
So tell me what she explains to us.
That's where you need
this
to
is
be
all
respectful.
coming from creators. Creators on here are doing it to spin a narrative. Today, the FYP has been very quiet, as you know, from your own show earlier. So maybe they're doing it for a bit of content. And if they're doing it for content, they're sick in the head. Absolutely sick in the head for doing that.
Angela, I'm being bullied in the comments by Briggy.
But Torin, it was someone did say it was the way you said it, and I do agree.
Well, how did I say it? I asked two damn questions. I wasn't even rude.
Yeah, but then you laughed and...
What?
No, you didn't mean to.
I didn't laugh. Wait,
it wasn't a deliberate laugh. It was just a little.
I didn't even laugh. No, get your replay right now.
No,
get your replay right now, Angela.
Not at her, but the mod. When the mod.
No, I didn't laugh. Not one bit. I even said I don't think she's lying.
I think it was just the tone. That's all. Sorry, I
think people should also take out of their heads whether the child was called Willow or Ollie. The mother's has named the child Willow. That is the child's legal name.
Yeah.
But that shouldn't be coming into this whatsoever.
That's why when she wants to take it to Parliament, it's going to be Willow's law.
It has to be.
Legally, that's the child's name, Willow. Okay.
It's you see. You need some on this app actually do need to educate it, because even when you're transitioning, you don't have that name that you're transitioning in straight away. You may call yourself that. And as people were saying about the school books and all, I changed my surname. in through when I was young, through school, not legally, through school, and grew up from primary school through my secondary school with that name, even though I wasn't called that name. So it can be done.
Her mum stated as well she chose many names. That weren't the only name that she chose.
Yeah, my mum got remarried and she chose our surname. She changed it for school, even though that wasn't. So all my GCSEs and stuff is in a different name. So actually my surname, and then my sister changed it by default. But I decided at a certain age that my dad was around and I didn't really want to change my name, so I didn't.
Yeah.
You know.
Funny thing is,
I'm still not understanding why wouldn't the mother use Ollie, because it's Willow's Law. That's the legal name, because the name had not been changed, so it's Willow's Law.
I just think everybody, like all those nasty people, just need to wind their neck in and mind their own business.
I mean, on the child's birth and death certificate, it will both say Willow.
Willow. So they've gone by the legal name.
There can't be any other law but Willow's Law.
Yeah.
If the penny will drop for a few people.
Yeah, you can change it when you're 16, where the child was like 14, 15.
Yeah.
And like the mother said, you know, it's a very young age to decide what you want to be in it. So even the child, really she even said even the child wasn't sure at the time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it is. It's an age where obviously they're going through all the motions, isn't it? When they're young teenage, so they can't make those decisions.
I mean, it's something. If I had a child, it would be something I would be thinking of. What do I use a name? Well, legally the name's Willow, but however, you know, went by Ollie. What would I use? Do I have to go? You know, maybe she. You know, I'll be kind of.
My name was changed when I was like young enough, but old enough to make my own decision.
Yeah, well,
and I was only
old enough to make her own decisions.
I was only between the ages 11 and 14 when my name was changed by default.
What do you mean, like your second name or your whole name?
No, my whole name. My whole name was changed.
Laura, it's not the time right now.
No, I'm just saying, but it was my right to do so.
Yeah, anyone can get an affidavit. You are right there, Laura. But she weren't sure of what name she wanted.
Laura
she
is
changed her
alive.
name many times.
That's
the mum said.
This poor woman was probably thinking. This poor woman's probably thinking. I mean, I want to do a petition, but what name shall I use? Shall I? Well, do I have to legally use it? You know, the name that she was, birth name. It wasn't legally changed, or do I do it to Ollie? So she's probably made a decision to go with the legal name. Maybe she had to go by the legal name. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she had to, Angie. Hi everybody, I'm Nicola. I'm quite close to Courtney.
Yeah.
I've been there from when all this first started, and I am so beyond angry right now that all this crap that people are saying, because she is being dragged through in the mud, and for what?
Yeah.
She's grieving her baby.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's like, she just doesn't need this.
Yeah.
And anybody that drags her through the mud, you should be ashamed of yourself, man.
If anyone, can I also say, Nicola, if anyone would say that, you know, because she was bullied, maybe she was bullied by because of, you know, the gender. That wasn't the parents. That was the people at school. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right, exactly. She was bullied at school. She was bullied online.
And also, you've got to remember, maybe the mother, I'm not saying she didn't accept it, Nicola. I'm just saying hypothetically. Maybe she even if she didn't accept it, it's because she didn't want a child probably to be bullied at school.
Oh, she fully accepted it.
Oh, she did. But for anyone that thinks that she didn't, you've got to look at it. I'm just saying hypothetically, Nicola, a mother, not okay, forget Courtney, but any mother that may not accept it. Maybe it's because they don't want to be the child to be bullied at school. This girl was bullied at school. Do you know what I mean? So you've got to think about that as well. I'm talking about other parents that may have a child that don't accept it.
I'm a parent myself. My daughter was bullied at school. She ended up almost self-evacuating. And I had to drag her out of school because her mental health was so bad and it wasn't safe for her to be at school. She couldn't even have pencil sharpeners at school.
Yeah, Angie. I was bullied.
Someone just
and my
said,
daughter was also bullied at school as well.
Someone just made a comment and said, but you're letting the bullies win. Well, wait a minute. The child's not here anymore. So what I'm saying is there are many parents out there. Now, we forget, I'm not talking about Courtney, but there's a lot of parents. It's not because they don't probably accept what their child wants to be. But however, they're probably thinking, well, they're very young to make their own that decision, number one. Number two, it's my child. I don't want my child being bullied. I don't, and you know what kids are like, because that's
so Angie, but like literally,
and that's what did happen.
Every situation is different. But like myself and my daughter, we were both bullied at school. We used to get blamed for being the instigator of it all when we weren't. It was okay for our situation, like I was fostered and stuff, for us to be bullied because we had different names to our family until we were old enough to change it. I don't know the full situation with the one that you're on about, but literally, it's not always the child that's being bullied's fault. And the thing is, people shouldn't be bullying other people anyway. Do you know what I mean?
We're not saying it's the child's fault, Laura, babe.
Pardon?
We're not saying it's the child's
No, I'm not saying it is like Torian. Do you know what I mean? But obviously, or whatever. But what I'm saying, the point I'm making is, I was bullied. And so was my daughter. We were made out to be the instigators, and it actually turned out my daughter had to be physically moved to school because of the bullying and everything like that. And like bullying is not acceptable in any measures towards anybody at any point in their life.
Yeah.
And I still get that bullying today with some of these people.
Yeah, Nicola, what did you say? Sorry, I don't know if I interrupted you, Nicola, actually. Were you still talking before?
No, it was just, I was going to say, like, when it comes to what Courtney's doing, it's not about gender, it's not about gender identity, none of that.
Was she bullied because of her gender?
I'm not too sure. That's something you'd have to ask Courtney. And it's not something I'd want to speak on, to be honest, because I'm not sure. But as far as I know, the only person that she was open about it with was her mum and maybe one very close friend. So I'm not too sure. But what Courtney's trying to do is change the law to protect everybody else's children.
Exactly.
And do it in her daughter's name, in her daughter's memory. Because she hasn't got a daughter anymore.
That takes a very strong woman to be able to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Strong. Believe me, she has nightmares, right? So vivid. And she said this on her live, right? Where she still feels her daughter in her arms, no longer here anymore.
It doesn't matter what gender you are, how you look or anything else like that. It doesn't make the person you are inside.
Sorry, I've got to drop, guys. I've got a really important phone call. Thank you for having me. Bye, darling.
See you later, Kerry.
See you later.
Am I right or wrong? It doesn't matter what gender you are, what you look like or anything else like that.
Like I said, it's nothing about this is about gender. The trans community can make their own.
Nicola, I'm not saying that. I just said it doesn't matter what gender you actually are or anything like that. It doesn't make you the person on the outside of what you are on the inside. At the end of the day,
we're all people at the end of the day. We all bleed the same.
I didn't see your comment, Briggy, no.
Do you get what I mean? What I'm saying is, it shouldn't matter what gender she is or anything else like that. At the end of the day, she is who she is. That doesn't make her what's inside her.
Hi, Shell.
Hiya, just popping up for two things. Good luck on your operation, Laura. I hope it all goes well for you. And could we have some pink hearts in the chat for the little Barbies that's not here no more?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, let's put some pink hearts in, guys. And don't forget to keep spamming the petition. Absolutely. Now, if you want a box, guys, put it in the comments. I don't know who's in, who's not. Oh, gosh.
Laura, can me and you be friends again now?
Do you know what? Do you know what? Let me go on mute.
Torian, spit it out.
If I spit out, you're going to drop me.
No, I won't drop you.
The bad guy, and then everyone's against Torian.
Spit it out.
So my first thing is this, yeah. I feel like if the young person was getting bullied because of their gender, well, one of the reasons, I feel like it should have been mentioned, because if we're trying to spread awareness for children to not be bullied and stuff like that, there is children that are going to be going through the same thing. So I feel like if that was the case, guys, just stop coming at me for real. Just listen. Don't listen to respond. Yeah, I just feel like if that is the case, it is an important thing that she should have mentioned.
Yeah, but I think at the end of the day, I think she wants to put a law in place, bullying, full stop, whether it's because of someone's gender or something else. Do you know what I mean? Bullying, you know.
Thank you, Angie. That is exactly that.
Yeah,
You've
and I
also
get.
got to think, if a daughter was being bullied for that, then maybe she's thought, maybe if I put out there that a daughter was transitioning, I was thinking about it, and there's people out there in communities don't agree with that, then people would be less likely to maybe help her and sign the petition because of what they personally think and their
Because that will
views.
fall under a hate crime, right? So they might look at it as more of a hate crime than actually bullying. I mean, I suppose bullying and hate crime's the same thing, I suppose. But however, bullying is bullying, full stop. You can't blame the mother. Maybe she just didn't think about mentioning, or maybe
she might have been scared to get more hate.
Wanted to probably everyone's analysing every word this mother's saying. Everything she's doing, you're analysing it with your big bloody
and it's bullying.
Well, what I'm saying is, don't need to analyse everything this woman is doing or saying. She's doing a petition against bullying, regardless of whether it's because of someone's gender or this or that. It's just bullying. She might not want to mention it. She doesn't have to mention it. It's just bullying, full stop. Everyone's analysing it. Do you know what I mean? Why are you analysing it all? It's like when my father died, everyone's analysing it. Oh, you said this, she said that. Why are you analysing it?
She did say also, Angie, that Willow is no longer here, so she can't help Willow. So she wants to help all the other children that are being bullied.
Yeah.
She doesn't even have to do it.
She didn't even think to mention it, the fact that she was being bullied for that reason. Do you know what I mean? Maybe she just didn't think of mentioning that. She just thought, do a petition for bullying.
She might have been scared to get more hate, Angie. She might have thought if my daughter was getting hate for it, maybe I'm going to get hate for it as well.
Yeah, and I just say as well, Courtney's actually mentioned about Willow wanting to, use a different name and possibly go further with it. But at the end of the day, she was 14 years old, and things change when you're 14. Not everybody is completely sure at that age. My daughter still isn't, But me and her have that open relationship where we can speak openly, and Courtney and Willow still had that same kind of relationship.
If I had a kid and they wanted to be, change gender, I probably wouldn't accept it myself. I probably wouldn't accept it. I wouldn't be like, well, no, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't be in that way. But I'd be like, well, I just think, well, they're only 14. In my head, they're only 14, they might change the word. Because, I wouldn't... When I say I wouldn't accept it, it's just because to me it was a child. How are you having this decision at 14?
Yeah, Angie, my daughter told me when she was 14 that she thought she was gender fluid and stuff like that. So, you know what I mean? And she didn't really want to tell me, but like I said to her, you can tell me anything, darling. And I understood. And I was like, look, it doesn't matter what you are still always going to be my little girl or my little boy, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Hi, Screen Cooks.
Where shall I send this stuff to, Ange?
What's inside that matters.
Oh, okay. Did you have Instagram?
No, Torian, it's facts.
Yeah. But I'm looking for your... I put in Angela Jane.
Do you have I don't know if you want to give your number, though. I've got my number. That's my old number.
Yeah, I'll inbox you now on this account.
Okay, can you actually see if it works as well? Because I've got my old number for... Guys, I've got my old number for WhatsApp, but my new number for my, phone calls. Would that work if I give...
It will still work until you actually change it.
My WhatsApp, though, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want to send me your WhatsApp to this account and I'll send them over to you then?
Yeah, okay, then I'll do it now.
Would you guys say that everyone here... Well, let's say the people that go live, me included, and have been a bully to someone? And be honest.
Yes, me.
100% they have.
What, you feel like you've been bullied, Laura, or you are the bully?
That's Queen. You need to accept me because you're on private.
I've been a bully to Laurie and I want to apologise to her.
Oh, Shell. Okay. Oh, okay, cool. All right, no, guys, I want to get some names in the comments, and don't be biased because you don't like them or whatever. Just be honest, like, with yourselves. Let's get some names going.
I think people have bullied, you know.
Angela, would you say you feel like you have bullied someone maybe once?
I think everybody has probably bullied someone at some point.
I think all of us. I think we've all been guilty.
Yeah, but it depends how far you've gone with that bullying. It depends if it's excessive bullying.
I've bullied in response to being bullied.
So cool. So my thing on top. So cool. So we've all kind of admitted that we've once bullied or whatever. Yeah.
Actually, I don't think I've ever bullied anyone.
Oh, Angela, shut up. You have fucking bullied.
So I have been nasty to bullies. I think that's a bit.
Shut up. Yeah, he's gone, Dan. Shut up. You.
And I bullied
you, Angela, you've definitely bullied someone.
You bullied me, Torian.
You bullied me. And you bullied everyone.
You know what? I don't know if it's the right word, bullying, though, because yes, I've said things maybe I shouldn't have said. We all have, right? But is it bullying, though? I don't know. What consists of bullying?
Yeah, who just docked somebody's address?
Where? What the hell?
In the
Block,
comments.
guys.
I'm going to ask my Duluth Dan this important question.
You're reading it out there.
I was just about to say don't read it out. I think bullying consists of
Right. What?
God, not delusive, Dan.
Bullying is basically a behavior where someone repeatedly tries to hurt, intimidate, or control another person, often involving things like physical aggression, verbal abuse, or social exclusion. It can happen in various places like schools, online, or...
See, it's like it's repeated behaviour. So I would say I haven't bullied anyone because I don't think that might be... If I have, it's repeated. Do you know what I mean?
I could show some voicemails I had last year. I would make every one of you say, what the hell, Michelle, did you put up with that for? I was bullied for nearly a year with one of my own family.
Yeah, but it's repeated behaviour. And don't get me wrong, people might say that I have, but then if you've come back at me, then it's just back and forth, isn't it? It's like you've gone at me, I'm going at you. Now I'm going at you, you're going at me. I wouldn't say it's bullying if it's both people. Do you know what I mean? Like I have back and forth with lots of people on TikTok. I don't think I've aimed myself at one.
Catch anybody doxing in there, I will report you.
I do bully, but I bully the bullies.
You're welcome.
It's probably my address they doxed, as always.
Well, if you didn't say anything, Laura, no one would know it was yours.
I said it's probably my address they doxed.
If you see a doxing, just don't highlight it.
Yeah, I am. I'm a nice troll. I actually am a nice troll.
I'm going to drop down. Good night, girls. God bless everybody.
Night,
Shell.
Night.
I'm going to give you all a chance to say one nice thing about me.
Oh, God.
In the comments. Seeing as we're talking about bullying, let's say one nice thing about Torian. Go. Comments, you lot are involved as well.
One nice thing about Torian.
One nice thing. Go on,
I like it when you go on mute.
I mean tea.
No, I'm only joking. I like the work that you do with your lips, to be fair.
Thank you. Next.
Right, Torian, this is sort of like... I glad you own your shit.
Thank you.
Actually, Spitting Facts has put it nicely, actually. She's done a video.
Torian.
That's it. Thank you in the comments.
A little video, and I'm a little bit surprised.
You can actually chill with Torian.
I'm actually surprised.
Angela, it's about me right now. They're saying nice things about me.
I just want to read this out.
Nice thing about Torian.
But this is way
you can
too
chill with
fast.
Torian, but you can also argue with it.
Going.
I'm dropping people that are over talking me. So it says here, This is way too far. The gender is irrelevant, for fuck's sake. This woman lost a child. If you have an issue with the money side, have an issue with that. Not pick apart the family and their child's gender. Yeah, so I totally agree with that. There you go.
Halle fucking Luya.
Angela, can you get back Laura? Because that was brutal, man.
I had to because she's talking over me.
She was saying nice things about me.
Oh, she has.
Get her back.
I was like, here we go.
Grits my teeth.
Justice for
not
Laura.
being funny, and I'm sorry if you're listening, Laura, but sometimes you're just too much, hon.
Who, Laura, yeah.
Yes, guys, come on, this is about bullying.
Yeah, you can't be nasty. Laura,
Let's all say one nice thing about Laura. Who wants to go first?
Let's see what Dave has to say.
About the transitioning and about if any, and now you're trying to make out that everybody should not mention about their money to this woman. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to say this. I'm getting angry now because these cunts are sandwiched short of picnics. So I'm talking to this cunt here. Listen, English, no Syrian, no French, no fucking other language. English. You should not be talking anything to do with this lady's child who has sadly passed away. Okay? You've got no reason to put the name in your mouth, right?
He's horrible.
Immaterial. It's a mother that has still lost a child, right? We understand that, yeah? You don't make your conclusions yourself. It's nothing to do with you. Keep your fucking name out of it because it's still going to be triggering for the mum for the rest of their life. On the second hand, the lady has obviously got a little bit greedy. The lady has started to get some going, right? If you have took money into that, knowing it was going to a cause that was out there, right? To help the situation, to make awareness, you have donated. You don't need to do a background check. You don't need to do a Google search. You've donated money for one reason only. And that's because you're a human being with a great heart. And that is why you've done it, because of the story. Because you've got a heartbeat and you've got feelings.
I can't bother listening to him. Says Mr. Greedy. Yeah, I'll play if you want. I can't be bothered. It has become. I know, Dave, you're greedy. All he does is bigger. Exactly. Stop that now, Dave. Not interested. Yeah, okay, I won't play it then. Play it. Oh, do you want me to, Nicola? Do you want me to play it or not?
No, I'm not asked. Like, people want to live stream shit. It's like Evil Queen earlier. The shit that we're saying on live streaming yours, you're live with Courtney in here, yeah. I was fuming.
Yeah. Instagram. I can't really get into my Instagram. I don't think. Scale Slayer. Oh, that's a mistake. Sorry, I meant to set Scale Screen.
Oh, I know she's watching now, and I think you're a sad, pathetic bitch.
Who's that?
That Evil Queen.
Oh, he's
trying to say it's all a scam and all this bullshit.
What did she say about it?
Oh, trying to say that she's a liar, that she's lying about her health diagnosis, a mental health diagnosis.
She's talked down.
Huh?
Language, you need to calm down. She'll get the boxes tucked down.
Oh, her chat's been viral with EQ. Really?
Yeah. Oh, I've seen it. And I think she's sick and twisted. And everybody who's in her life right now, listening, picking on a mother who's grieving her child, who's trying to raise money to help start up a podcast to help other parents. You're sick and you're twisted. Because that's why she's doing it. And it's not even about raising money. It's about sending a petition to Parliament to protect children. Not even her own, because she can't protect her anymore. Because the system failed her. so did so many others failed her, and Courtney was trying to protect her. You know?
The chat was vile.
Honestly, her chat is absolutely sick.
Yeah. Wow. Send me the videos, guys, and I'll play them later. Hello, George.
Hiya. Angie.
Sorry.
All I want to say is, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
This is not America or Australia or Canada. You see, in April of this year, the United Kingdom brought a new law in that we have two sexes. That's our new law for the United Kingdom. Now, you see the fact that people are on another platform calling this wee girl a boy? They're breaking the law. They're breaking the law just by saying that she's a boy. And there's no consideration for this mother whatsoever. People coming on, I'm a big creator. I can ask you whatever question I want. Who the hell do they think they are?
Well said, Georgia.
You just got a broken heart. And I'll tell you something else. They can all go and tuck their kids in the night and give them kisses. This girl, Courtney, can't kiss Willow anymore. You know what I mean? And you see these other ones, excuse me, that call themselves the big creators. These people have a thing about transgenders. Okay, now you either like it or you don't. But you see, whenever I knew at the beginning of this, Angie, that this would change around to do with transgender, as soon as I heard of two people being in the other app, I knew that this would switch around. This girl's child isn't here. She isn't here no more. And all she wanted to do was to help other children that were being bullied. That's it.
She wants to change the law to criminalise it.
Well, it should. On April of this year, Nicola, on April of this year, the United Kingdom's law did change. We're the first to change the law. You can't call a male a female no more. It's against the law. Now, they were on the other platform calling Willow a boy. They don't even know the law about him.
The thing is, Willow wasn't a boy, she was a girl.
Yeah, well, they're calling
It's not
her
even
a boy.
about gender. Like, whoever's jumped on that bandwagon needs to, like, take a really good look in the mirror.
Yes, and it must be really difficult for that girl, Courtney. I've never done this in my life. This is the first time I've ever came live. But I'm shaking like a leaf too, because
I am. I'm very serious.
Courtney doesn't realise that some people on here have no empathy whatsoever. Even that her child's dead. I'm sorry, Angie, for saying that word. But even that her child's gone, they've no empathy. Somebody come on there now saying, I'm a big creator, so I can ask questions. What? She's no bigger than any of the rest of us. If one of her children, if that happened to one of her children, would she want anyone coming on and questioning her? I don't think so. And as I say, Nicola, she'll be able to kiss her children. Thank God. But she'll be able to kiss her children goodnight tonight. Your friend won't.
Exactly.
Your friend won't. And you see, if I was her, I would go to the police, and the people that are calling her child a boy, that would be my first. And I'm glad she gave the money back. I'm glad, because I wouldn't take a penny of any of them if they're going to cast it up and throw it up in her face. How dare they? Shame on them all. Every single one of them, and I don't care how big of a creator they think they are. This child's gone, and she's not coming back.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's
Angie.
why
That's
they,
it.
if like people saying in the Facebook or whatever, the video she put up, it was Ollie and Willow, wasn't it? Or Ollie / Willow, you know, because she was really unsure about her gender, wasn't she? Like the mother said.
She wasn't sure about it. They'd have discussions and things, you know, and because that's how close she was with the mum.
Yeah. The gender of a child does not realise, even though she was called Ollie, she wasn't sure whether she wanted to transition. Do you know what I mean? Such a young age to make such a huge decision. So that's why they called her Ollie. Like on the pillow, it says Ollie stroke Willow.
Yes,
It does make sense to me because she was really unsure. She was a child, for God's sake. So that's why she decided to name her Willow because that's her legal name.
I've had children, Angie. And if anyone said to me at 14 that they wanted to change sex, you can't change sex. That's impossible. It can't be done.
Until you're 18.
But at 14, I would be saying, we'll get you help now. And you say at 18, then you can do what you want. But at 14, I'm your mummy and I'm saying not at the minute. That's what I would say personally. I don't know what Courtney said. But it's nobody's business. No one's business.
Just quickly, Ange, Scout's Queen said she's messaged you on the FYP account.
Oh, on the FYP account, okay.
Yeah, she has messaged you on this one, but I told her you won't be able to see it till you got off, so she's messaged you on the FYP one.
Okay, I've got it.
Because it's turned into a trans debate because people have made it into that.
That's right, yeah.
And it's sick. It's
How
nothing to
deprived
do with that. It's
is
about
TikTok?
changing the law to protect our kids.
Yeah, but how deprived is TikTok when we're talking about the sexuality of a 14-year-old child?
Yeah, facts.
So it's disgusting. Nobody should be talking on the sexuality of a 14-year-old child.
No, nobody. Nobody at all. You're right.
Yeah. And you know whose business that is? It was Willow's. And she can't speak for herself. She's no longer here.
Yeah, that's right.
We all knew what they were going to do, though. Let's face it. We weren't over this side. We all knew what was going to happen. We all knew that they'd, because the way they were behaving with the petition and stuff, everyone knew how they were behaving. So
Honestly, I knew that it would be changed round to be a trans thing. It shouldn't have been.
No, it shouldn't. No, it shouldn't.
That shouldn't have happened.
The way the mother's feeling now, that she shouldn't have to be feeling that way because that's disgusting.
The petitions in the comments as well. We'll do that today and we'll do it tomorrow as well. You just have to copy and paste it, put it in the internet. Don't forget to confirm it in the email, in your email. Thanks, guys. Yeah. It's already 10:30. Oh my gosh! I think we'll shut this conversation down now, though. I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go because I just need to.
It will end up turning south. You know what, people? Some people might come up and say something. You know what I mean? It will end up going south. Yeah.
I'm going to drop down. I'll be in the comments.
Tell me you're right.
Do we know how many signatures they've got so far on a petition?
I'm not sure. It would say, wouldn't it? When someone signs it, it would say.
Yeah, the last time that I knew of was 14,710. But that was hours ago.
Hey, Talia.
Yeah, guys, we're going to keep talking on the petition though. Anyway, guys, to get that signed. Yeah, put in the, everyone's spamming it in the comments, guys, so just sign it. Just want to say something to Georgie. He's at C something. Yeah, okay.
I'm going to jump down now, Ange, anyway. I'll be in the comments.
Thank you, too, for joining.
Hi,
Thanks for letting me up.
I just want to speak to you about something you've said.
Yeah.
So you've turned around and said about the girl wanting to be known as a boy and this and that and the other. God forbid that you ever have a child that wants to transition. You just said that you'd get your child help.
Yes, until you're 18.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
No, you're definitely not.
I'd probably, to be fair, I'd probably do the same, but in a way where
You'd want to get them help.
One sec, I'd probably do the same thing and get if I had a child, I'd probably do the same thing and get my child help. And when I say help, I mean for them to decide what they want to be. Yeah, as in, not help, but for them to just, maybe not even the word help, but for them to decide what they want to be when they're older.
Yeah,
make sure they're not
I disagree. I think that's the wrong thing to say.
Make sure they're not
you wouldn't go and get your child help.
Support, maybe.
No, if a child is wanting to be something in life, then you let them be that person they want to be. You don't need to get them help.
At 14?
Yeah, well, I think a child doesn't know what they want to be as a child.
Georgie, God forbid you have a child that wants to
I think
transition.
anybody that wants to once they say, I think any child, 18 or older, should have counselling. And when I say counselling, to decide that's what they really. No, 1 sec. See, I've not finished. Yeah, to have like support, help. To make sure they're making the right decision. When you have, like, for example, okay, maybe it's a little bit different. When you have some major thing happen in your life, you might get counselling to make sure it's the right decision for you. So to make sure once you have a change, like an change your gender, you want to make sure that is the right thing for you. So you wouldn't have counselling for them to say it's wrong and that you need that kind of help. But to speak on, to make sure it's the right thing you want to do. And I think any trans person should have that, to make sure they're not going to make a mistake.
That's exactly what I meant.
I get your point in, like, with them making a mistake, but as a child, you don't turn around and say, I would go and get them help. They don't need help.
I think personally, I think they would. I wouldn't want my child 14 to be pumped full of hormones if would have pieces of their body cut off.
But what if your child really wanted that?
At 14?
I would have. No, do you know what I would have said? It depends on what help is needed.
You got to remember, see, this is a difficult situation.
No, I totally get that.
A lot of parents wouldn't accept it.
I get that.
Let's talk facts, see, 1 sec, because, let's talk facts. A lot of parents wouldn't accept their child coming home saying, I want to be a boy, I want to be a girl. And that's a fact, okay? But it's not that you'd bully your child and say, don't be, you know what I mean? You wouldn't do that.
People in the comments, I need help. No, I don't need
hard
help.
to comprehend that they want to change, because it's also a big thing for the family, that you've got somebody that wants to change their entire sex. You know what I mean? That's a big thing to go through, right?
Yeah, of course, and I totally get that, but it was just the way Georgie said, I'd go and get them help. Like, if a child wants to be someone different, they can.
I think you've took that the wrong way, sweetheart.
Yes,
no, I haven't.
I agree. You have taken it the wrong way.
Okay, Georgie, would you like to explain?
A lot of parents would find it hard to accept something.
Well, I'm just saying, I'd accept whatever my child wanted to be.
Well, that's you. Have you got children?
Yeah, I have.
You have? Well, that's you. And that's, I wouldn't,
You do, CJ, you do know.
14,
Can I just say something? There's a difference between like parents, right? I mean, listen, even though like a parent might not accept their child wanting to change gender, because that's a big thing for the whole family, right? They might not have to accept it, but they can support.
You're all tagging me in the comments.
They can support their child, but they don't have to accept it, if that makes sense. Because they might find it hard to accept. You cannot force it.
I'd just like to know the way I'd like to know the way Georgie was coming across, because she said that I'd get them help. So I'd like to know.
Psychiatric help. I would take them, if they needed a counsellor, I would take them to a counsellor. I would take them to wherever a doctor wanted me to take them. But I definitely...
Yeah, no, that's crazy. Psychiatric help? What the fuck?
Is it not classed as a mental illness?
A mental illness? What, wanting to transition?
Yeah. I'm asking you.
Are you actually okay? If someone wants to be... If I want to identify as a fucking kettle, is that a mental illness? No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. You're disgusting. And everyone's saying that I took that in the wrong way. She's just dead. My point proven.
Do you know what? She's gone. I take my words on that. The only thing I say about that is that sometimes they might need advice, like on how they're feeling and that kind of stuff, but not like what you're saying, Georgia. Psychiatric help.
Well, who is it that you would take them to? Is it a counsellor?
I would give them the support, as in talking to them. I would make sure they're aware of what they've got to go through to be what they want to be, not take them to a bloody psychiatrist and make them talk about everything.
I would have already done that. You know, I would have already done that, and then I would seek advice to get them help, you know, whatever sort of help they needed, but I wouldn't be wanting them full of hormones. I definitely wouldn't.
No, a lot of people actually are supported by mental health that have, as because I asked my to listen to him, they actually are supported by mental health. A lot of people that, you know, want to transition, they actually are supported by a mental. They actually do have counselling.
Yes,
they do go and get help. Not that kind of help with where she gone. Not that kind of help, as in people. It's like someone saying there's something wrong with you, kind of help, but it's a big decision to make, isn't it? An exchange. You want to get that support, maybe not even help, the support to make that right decision.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people need to educate themselves. And this isn't a dig at you, Georgie. I think everybody in this day and age needs to educate themselves on what it takes to transition, what that support would look like, how that decision is made, so that if somebody would like to transition, that to make that agreement that yes, this can happen, then yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, like I said, not everyone's going to agree with it. Not everyone accepts it, you know, and you can't force it on someone to say, I don't like the fact that you want to now be a boy or a girl. You can't force it on anybody because that's, you know, you can offer support, but you don't have to like it.
I would offer support, but I wouldn't want them starting with hormones because that they can't be reversed. You know, when they're 18, if they still feel the same way, well then that's up to them. But until they're 18, it's my job as a parent to make sure they're safe.
Yeah, I think as a child, if someone like a child came to me and said that, I'd probably think they've probably been speaking to kids at school. Some they've been listening to things. So that's why it's very important that it's what they want and not because they've listened to someone else say it or they've watched something or because you know what people are like and it's like an influence, isn't it? You know, and make sure my child hasn't been educated into something that they really don't want to be. It's just such a young age, 14, 15, too early. You want to know what you want to be.
Can I just let you know as well that hormones can be stopped?
Oh yeah, they can be stopped, but I dare say there would be damage already done, would there not be?
No, the body would revert back.
Would it really though?
Well, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Wow, you really do learn something new every day.
Hi, Sienna.
Can I just speak to Georgie?
Yeah.
So, to actually get hormones, you have to be 18. You can't take hormones until you're 18.
Here. In the UK, yeah.
Yeah, so you saying you don't want your child being pumped with hormones, well, that isn't possible until they're 14.
14?
Sorry, until they're 18, sorry, my apologies, until they're 18.
Well, that will be okay. You know, that's
And
up to them.
hormones are reversible because your body naturally will produce that testosterone again, or that estrogen again. So while being on hormones, we take hormones for the rest of our lives in order to be the woman that we want to be or the man that we want to be. If we stop doing that, then the side effects just get reversed. Because our body naturally produces the opposite. So my body naturally produces testosterone. I use a blocker to stop that. If I stop taking that blocker, my testosterone will start producing again. So there is no damage necessarily. It all gets reversed.
Well, any transgenders that I've spoken to that has detransitioned, they've said there is damage.
Like what damage?
And they're living with it. Well, I didn't really go into it.
There might be mentally damaged because it is like it can be mentally damaging because what you go through, and then you're then detransitioning, like you're putting yourself through that in your body, and then coming away from that, like yeah, that could be mentally damaging because it's a hard.
Damage, is it not?
Like what? There is no damage. The only thing you're doing is just changing the imbalance of your hormones. And it is monitored. So you don't, there's not necessarily a thing of like overdosing, like it's monitored. You take it.
That's my Dan again.
You take it like step by step. Like you don't just rush your body with hormones. It's a process.
And what about when they're detransitioning? Do they still get the same care in the UK?
Yeah, of course you do. It depends if you go
go.
private or not, I guess. I personally go private. I'm 20.
Yeah, but that's different now. Excuse me, but that's different going private.
Why is it different? It's just I'm paying for.
Go ahead.
I'm just paying for my hormones, so there's no difference. I still get the care. I'm just paying for my hormones.
Yeah. Well, the person I know has been waiting for, I think it's 18 months now.
Yeah, so unfortunately for the NHS, there's a 5 to 10 year waiting list. So but I think there's a way to go about it.
Georgie's actually right. It can cause damage.
Like what damage?
I've just listened. My delusive Dan has just said to me, it can. Yes, there can be some physical effects, also emotional impacts. So it's really important to work closely with healthcare. Absolutely, it's definitely something that requires careful. I don't know, he's lost the rest of the words there.
So what are the physical effects?
I can ask.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know there might be fertility effects.
What effects, delusive Dan?
Well, some potential physical effects can include things like changes in bone density, shifts in muscle mass, or fluctuations in energy levels. There can also be emotional and psychological effects. So it's definitely a holistic process that benefits from professional guidance.
Yeah, so you know that when you take hormones though, so when you do take the hormones, you're told all this. So it is naturally that my body mass is gonna become less. But you're made aware of all this. It's not like it's a surprise. Like you're taking estrogen, so obviously this is gonna happen.
Yeah.
But it doesn't drop dramatically. You don't lose loads of it. It's just it shifts. It just shifts. But it's not damage. It's just shifting. Your body's just naturally shifting. So the fat is distributed around your body. Your body becomes less dense. But also, I think there's a way to go about it. I don't necessarily think if they're 14, you need to send them to psychiatric help. I just think there is a way to go about it.
It does say here, in some cases, yes, certain changes can be long-lasting or even permanent damage.
What I was trying, maybe saying psychiatric help was wrong. You know, maybe counselling or whatever the doctor would advise me to do, I would do it before I would want hormones pumped into my child.
But like, wouldn't you just let that child be? And like, obviously, I don't agree a 14-year-old, in my opinion, is necessarily able to make that decision because it is such a big thing. However, just let that child be for now. Maybe not encourage it, but just let them explore, just let them have fun. And then when they are at an age that they can understand, maybe that's when then you can kind of say, oh, maybe like, is this a thing or is it a phase or what? Like,
I just think though, I think a lot of parents worry is being bullied, their child being bullied at school. And, you know, no parent wants their child to go to school to be bullied. You know, they want to protect their child. So you've got to look at, you know, and that's hard for parents. So
no matter what you do
how a
in
parent
life.
may feel, you know, because nobody, no child, you know, there's that fear. Oh my God, is my child okay? Mentally, they're not okay because they're being bullied at school, and it's horrible, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
But then also, like, you have to put yourself in the kids' shoes. Like, can you imagine them not feeling like they're in the wrong body?
Yeah, I get it.
And I don't
both sides.
encourage it at 14.
Yeah, and from both sides, I totally get to see the point.
So I'm 20, almost 28. I've only just come out as trans. I'm 3 months into my transition. I've been on HRT for 3 months now, and I think I just think at that young age it just isn't possible to understand, in my opinion.
That's what I think, because I've reared children.
But I know it is possible at the same time, because there are people that have transitioned a lot younger than myself, and I am a lot later in life that I have come out as trans. So you also have to understand, well, it is possible because there are people in that situation, but it just wasn't possible for me. I just had a lot going on. I couldn't even comprehend being trans, let alone whatever else I had going on. And then it wasn't until I came away from everything, I looked at myself and think, oh, I am actually trans. This is who I am. This is who I want to be. And I've only recently just come out as trans.